What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the stream. We are live with the T5S2 Season 2 Pod 19 Finals game against two of my very favorite players. Valdor in the red, who did not put his name on his score sheet, but we'll know it's him. We know in our hearts that it is Valdor, a stream regular, versus, in the blue, Doots with the Adepta Sororitas. I want to thank everybody for taking some time out of their Saturday evening to watch some online 40k. It's going to be a sweet game. Both these two players are two consummate sportsmen in the game, and absolutely awesome players. Valdor, second place currently in the standings. He's been grinding this season hardcore with a variety of different factions, focusing on a lot of different Space Marines. Doots mains typically Tzeentch Chaos, but is playing Adepta Sororitas right now, also very highly ranked in the T5S2 series. Both these players putting a ton of work in to really brush up their games and have been putting on some very impressive showings throughout this season, and so I am psyched to see who pulls it out. But we do have Dark Angels versus Sororitas. Everybody in the channel watching, let us know in chat who is your favorite for this game. Who are you looking to win? The Sisters of Battle or the Sons of Caliban, I guess. But the players are just going through their deployment now. We'll talk about their lists momentarily. Volabearable says the Fallen. I was just I was talking with somebody the other day, and they asked me what I thought about the anti-Fallen stratagem for Dark Angels. I said, unfortunately, I don't know if you're going to use it. Those poor Fallen, they fell a little too far, and they unfortunately don't see very much play. Longship let's go Chaos. We do have some. Look at these Horus Heresy tech being placed on the table here from Valdor. So I think he is. These Dark Angels are embracing their Chaos roots. Clearly, some looted vehicles that have held over since the Heresy, I think. But well, talking about the lists, you can obviously access the list !lists with an S. Actually, either way, but it works in the chat to get a copy of the lists. Just like that, Longship. There you go. Boom. Nailed it. But Valdor, speaking of the Dark Angels, Valdor over in the red playing a single battalion detachment. A pretty interesting Dark Angels list that's very combined arms, bringing a lot of Ravenwing stuff in addition to Deathwing and some heavy firepower to support it, as evidenced by these Sicarian battle tanks. Easy list procurement. Just keep posting it in there, chat. The more lists, the merrier. You can also Discord in the chat if you want to join our Discord server. That's where you can join all of the T5S2 events that we are constantly running, although we are getting close to the end of Season 2. And that will end first week of January. And at that point, we will cut to the top 16 players in the standings. We have, I think, almost 300 players currently signed up. And are currently with scores submitted, and the top 16 of those will go to the Invitational for fun and prizes, but mostly prizes and bragging rights. Volabearable, been seeing him run Lightning Claws more often. Nice to see something other than Hammer and Shield. Yeah, Lightning Claws are incredible now, especially if you're looking to kill infantry and especially sort of Harlequins and Sororitas infantry. You can get to those that wounding on 3s or 4s with full rerolls. If they're only one wounds or just a couple wounds, then you can plow through those guys really quickly with the Lightning Claws. So yeah, very impressed with Lightning Claws so far. But in this list, it's being led by a Talon Master as well as a Primaris Tech Marine. It's an interesting pick. You can get +2 to hit on one of these Sicarans that we'll talk about momentarily. And so you can actually shoot it through dense cover or through a Harlequin -1 to hit, and you'll still be hitting on 2s. Some interesting tech there. Also, it keeps them a little bit safer from Haywire. You can get a couple points of healing in there. Yeah, Volabearable on my butt earlier for calling Tech Marines and not Iron Priests. Whatever, get out of here. It says Tech Marine on the data sheet. How does one see the standings? If you go to tts40k.com, there is a link to the standings in the top toolbar, the live standings. Marius Evander posted the announcement over the Tabletop Titans, Dark Angels, and Sororitas channels. Awesome, dude. Appreciate it. Haven't heard back from me about the One World mod for the map pool. You might have to hit me again on that one. I've been getting a lot of DMs lately, so sometimes some stuff falls through the cracks. We also have Samael on this list. I think always a pretty good call, especially if you're running Deathwing because in your army, because having a fast flying biker allows you to get combined attack or combined assault, excuse me, further up the table. Even if you get jammed in by enemy models, you can fly over them and then combined assault to drop those Deathwing models behind them, which gives you a little bit more board control, even though your army is relatively slow. We also have, to make up the troops, an Intercessor Squad, as well as 2 units of Incursors. Incursors constantly an impressive troops option. I'm not, points aside, I'm not really sure why Space Marine players take anything else, because Incursors are phenomenal, so I'm not really surprised there. For 5 more points than an Intercessor Squad, or 10 more points than an Assault Intercessor Squad, you get forward deployment and Smokescreen. Sign me right up. We also have the full gamut of elites. A packed elite slot here, which is to be expected from Space Marines these days. Holy crap, are these elites data sheets amazing. We have a Deathwing Command Squad, 2 Thunderhammer Storm Shields, 1 pair of Lightning Claws. The Deathwing Command Squads are an interesting pick. They do have the bodyguard rule, so they have essentially super lookout, sir, for any characters within 3 inches of them. You simply cannot target the character with ranged attacks. Full stop. Doesn't mean if they're right in front of you. Doesn't mean it doesn't matter if you can't see the bodyguards. Doesn't matter if the bodyguards are behind the characters. Doesn't matter at all. You just can't shoot the characters at all. So we are seeing that being used here by Valdor. He has his bodyguards in the Ruin L here. His characters are outside in the open. There is a potential to shoot at the characters if you're able to get close enough, but it simply doesn't matter because those bodyguards will stop that shooting at all, which means sorry, everybody. I'm having some issues with my audio equipment here, so occasionally that will happen. This is the first time it's happened on stream. It's usually fortunately hit me when I'm been all on my lonesome, but I think it depends on whatever is going on in my browser. There's a little bug that bugs out my headset, unfortunately. So we're back. We're back in business, everyone. I apologize for that. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. But we were just going over the remainder of this Dark Angels list, we had some Ravenwing Black Knights in there to add a little bit of mobility to it. A very good unit that, with all of the Ravenwing keywords and the biker stratagems you can put on them, can be very difficult to kill. Between -1 to be hit, 4+ invulnerable save. Makes them very tough. And then last but not least, we have a Ravenwing Champion making up the last of the elite slots for this Dark Angels army. Today he's bringing the Imperium Sword, as well as the Reliquary of the Repentant to give -1 invulnerable save to everything within 3 inches, I believe. That means that any of these Repentia units, any of these really aggressive Sororitas units that move forward are just going to get killed. No invulnerable saves for them. The high AP of this Dark Angels army is going to punch right through them. Moving down to the rest of the list, we have a unit of fast attack, or a unit of attack bikes, excuse me, in the fast attack slot with multi-meltas. I know Valdor really likes these guys. For 15 more points from over an Eradicator, you get the same offensive profile with the multi-melta versus the melta rifle double shooting. And you also get some bolt guns on top of them as well, and as well as just moving ridiculously faster and having an additional wound. So it's 15 points per model is a lot of extra cost, but you do get a lot for them. It'll be interesting to see how they perform for Valdor this game. And then rounding out the list, we have 2 Sakaran Arcuses, which are Arcai? Arcuses? They are sort of the headliner of the list, the real beat stick. For those who don't know, these big tanks, they come out at an immense movement value of 14, which is shockingly quick for a big battle tank. They also have 3 heavy bolters on each. It says 2 heavy bolters in the tooltip there, but that is only the upgrade heavy bolters. There's 2 on the sponsons and then 1 hull-mounted. So they can put out 9 of those 2 damage heavy bolter shots, and then each one fires 2d6, strength 6, AP1, 2 damage, blast, indirect fire missile attacks. So strength 6 is really a profile that you want to be getting at right now. The AP isn't great for that unit, but right now strength and indirect fire typically wins out over AP because you want to be hitting Harlequins really efficiently. So those things can really put pressure on a Harlequin army that's trying to play a cagey hit-and-run game, and these Arcus just sitting in the middle, in the back, can just hammer their army to death very quickly. I think it's also going to be pretty effective in this game. I don't know how well they're going to be able to deal with rhinos. They probably don't kill rhinos very efficiently at all. That said, they can start picking off these Retributors and any Battle Sisters that Doots is going to be relying on to hold these back objectives. And that's going to be brutal. So, really impressed by the Sakaran Arcus profile coming out of the new Imperial Armor Compendium. And especially, they have a special synergy with Dark Angels because they have indirect fire, so there's no impetus for them to move around to get lines of sight. So they can always stand still to make use of the Dark Angel Chapter Tactic for +1 to hit. And then in addition to that, the Primaris Tech Marine can add an additional +1 to hit on top of that. So if you are -1 to be hit, which a lot of these Sororitas will be behind this dense cover, you can ignore that completely, which is very impressive. I don't think a lot of people would be playing the Tech Marine when you already have a +1 to hit effect in your army. So I think this is a pretty heads-up meta call from Valdor. It'll be interesting to see how it works out for him this game. I think it's going to be pretty effective. Although Tale of the Stoic on the Magifier back here is going to kind of shut these guys down pretty hard. Outside of turn 1 when they're in Devastator Doctrine. Moving over to Doots' list. This is pretty standard. I think we've seen this list on the stream in the past. So this is a pretty standard Sororitas loadout. We have a Vanguard detachment from Order of the Bloody Rose, being led by Becky, the Canonist, with Beneficence, the Teeth of Terra-esque 2 damage chainsword, alongside 3 units of Sisters Repenta Repentia, excuse me, 9 Sisters Repentia in each with 3 Rhinos to put them in. A Zephyrim squad with a Pennant and Power Swords, 2 Seraphim squads, 1 loaded out with 4 Hand Flamers, 1 with 4 Inferno Pistols. And we saw those Seraphim squad with the now available double tapping Hand Flamers, since they can come down to Deadly Descent and fire, and then with their new base range of 12, they can also hit you in the shooting phase. They can actually clear out a ton of troops really quickly, and almost put it to Ash C in Doots' last finals game. She had several units of Battle Sisters in the back line, and the Seraphim came in and burned all of them out, which was pretty scary, I think. Kind of put Doots into the game for a bit. But the other cool thing that you can do with any of the Seraphim squads is that you can drop them in. Fushini, how's it going? Thanks for joining. Thanks for following as well. You can drop them into the back line of your opponent if you're taking deploy scramblers or something like that. Raise the banners, it looks like Doots has. And they can use their Deadly Descent when they deploy to fire immediately. Then, at the end of the movement phase, you declare they're performing an action. So they actually don't break the action for attacking with Deadly Descent. So it's a really powerful toolbox unit to have. Garsgar, how's it going? This is 2,000 points. This is standard GT 2020 with 2,000. To follow up the Bloody Rose detachment, we also have an Order of Our Martyred Lady, which is some interesting technology that's been, since the Melta rule changed, that has been coming into a lot of Sororitas lists to take advantage of that and make Retributors as powerful as possible. That's bringing an Inquisitor, an Ordo Xenos Inquisitor, as well as Junith Eruita, a Missionary. Junith to give reroll 1's aura for all of these sister Retributor squads. 3 units of Battle Sisters, just standard Battle Sisters, as well as a Hospitaller to revive those Retributors if they ever should get killed by incidental small arms fire, which happens a lot. They are not particularly resilient units. As well as an Imagifier with Tail of the Stoic, as we mentioned before, leading 3 Retributor squads, 5 Sisters in each, 2 Armorium Cherubs in each to get the double fire on the multi-meltas, and 1 has as well a Simulacrum and a Hand Flamer. Tallest Gnome, no Sanguinary anything. That's true. There's no Blood Angels on the game today. It's all Dark Angels. The other kind of angels. JX Cole in the chat, how's it going? I want to thank everybody again for joining. I think this is going to be a sweet game, and I appreciate everybody coming to hang out. Looks like the players are just finishing up the deployment here, so we may be looking at the roll to go first pretty quickly, or pretty soon. Yeah, tell us, no worries. We also have we have Bloody Rose on one side of the table, so it is a little confusing. We do have a Bloody Army here, but it's not the Angel one. The Angel one is so secretive. They watch you in the dark. Talking about the secondary objectives the players have picked, we have on... let me fix my overlay here. Looks like it's a little misplaced. Go back. Nice. Nailed it. Nailed it the first time. So for Valdor, Dark Angels is bringing Raise the Banners High, Grind Them Down, Assassinate. Interesting, the players took almost identical secondaries this game. Doots playing Engage on all fronts, Raise the Banners High, Assassinate. So banners on both sides of the table. I don't know if I like that. I think six objective missions, players tend to gravitate towards banners pretty quickly, but it's so easy to knock your opponent off of those objectives. You can only really rely on them on the objectives in your deployment zone, and even then, those are going to be hotly contested, especially in the late game. And as soon as you lose a banner later on in the game, it's almost impossible to get it back on. And especially for this Dark Angels list that is bringing very few infantry. Even its characters aren't even really infantry. We just have the Tech Marine. And you don't really want to be performing actions with Deathwing Terminators, although I'm sure Valdor will do it if he needs to. But then grind them down for Valdor. I think this is a very heads-up pick because he does have the indirect fire to put pressure on this the Sisters army. And the Sisters play very much a multiple small unit style game, MSU style, so there's a lot of units of 5 models that he can pick off with those 2 Sakarans and grab those grind them down points while not giving up anything to his opponent. I think Valdor is going to be looking to use the maneuverability of the Dark Angels list here and the character protection that he can give to his characters to be able to start scraping damage off of his opponent's army without them being able to reciprocate, which is going to be really interesting to watch. And then same for engage on all fronts of the Adepta Sororitas. They have a lot of deep strikers. And it doesn't look like Doots is really, or that Valdor, excuse me, is really set up to be able to screen out very well. His army's not that large physically, so he doesn't have a breadth of models that he can screen these fast elements from getting into his table quarters. So I think that's going to be a good pick for the Sororitas. Now, engage on all fronts is pretty swingy depending on who goes first. If Doots is able to take the first turn, he's going to be up in the driver's seat already because going first in GT 2020 is already very strong. But he also will then be able to score those engage on all fronts and set the line of engagement, sort of more towards the Dark Angel side of the table, so that Doots can score those 4 corners with engage on all fronts more easily. Whereas going second, it's a lot more difficult because you do have to play cagier. But assassinate on both players' sides, really interesting pick. I have a sneaking suspicion that I don't know if Valdor is going to get quite as many assassinate kills as he believes. Trying to kill these Sororitas characters with shooting attacks, which is where most of the damage from this Dark Angels army is coming out, is very difficult because they have a lot of random stuff that will protect them. You have these rhinos back here hiding. There's Zephyrim behind this wall. These random Battle Sister squads, although they are a lot of 5 model squads, so if you knock 3 of them out, they no longer character protect, but I think that's still going to be a tough ask to do, especially since he only has 2 indirect fire shooting activations. So we'll see how he's able to do it. He does have characters that are relatively competent in combat. Even the Talon Master coming under the Power Sword and a bunch of attacks. He has Samael with his 2 damage sword, as well as the Ravenwing Champion is going to be pretty strong, especially with that -1 invulnerable save aura. But that does require Doots to sort of offer up his characters, and really only the Smash Canonist really gets stuck in. The rest of them kind of hang back. Back Dark Angels. Keep hearing they are powerful. Yeah, they're very powerful. The Dark Angels Terminators. So it looks like we're going to really go first here. Doots with a 1. Uh-oh. Valdor with a 5. So it looks like we are going to get Dark Angels going first this game. I'm going to send it back to the players' microphones quickly.
Oh yeah, so...
I have no idea. There we go.
So now when I click start, it'll be taken from my turn.
Okay.
My time. Alright, good luck.
Yep, good luck, man. Have fun.
Yeah. Alright.
I'm gonna roll my Miracle Dice for battle.
Yeah, so Valdor taking the first turn.
A2.
It's kind of the dream going in in GT 2020. You really want that first turn to smack your opponent as hard as possible, force them back into their deployment zone. And that's something that Ravenwing and Dark Angels in general are very good at. I think potentially we could see these Ravenwing Black Knights double move with full throttle into this corner here. As long as we can sort of fade the threat range from the Repentia over here. Ooh, did I just bump that? Oops. As long as we can fade the threat range from the Repentia over here, which is gonna threat to about here, you can keep those guys relatively safe, and you can really force your opponent to worry about where they're gonna be placed.
Samael, rerolls. What do we give them to?
But this is also very good for Valdor because he's going to be able to put bikers around the midline of the table, and that's going to make his turn 2 or turn 3 Terminator drop even better. Since Dark Angels with Combined Assault can deploy Terminators out of Deep Strike within just outside of 6 inches of enemies, as long as they're within 6 inches of a biker unit. So especially with units like Samael that can move very quickly up the table when they need to, and then at the end of the movement phase, drop those Terminators off, you can kind of get those guys wherever you want. And Doots is going to have to play relatively cagey to stop that from, getting into his castle here. If he accidentally gets a unit of Deathwing Terminators stuck in here and starts killing Retributors, the game might be over pretty quickly. Garbank's not a Dark Angels versus Admech battle report, and the Astartes got wrecked.
Mm-hmm.
That can happen. I think we did. We had a stream recently, Admech versus Dark Angels, and unfortunately, Adeptus Mechanicus went first on which is a little tough if they have a lot of the cavalry, because they can lock you into your deployment zone really well. Adeptus Mechanicus are another one of like the top factions that kind of nobody's talking about, I think. Valdor does a lot of stat keeping for TTS or T5S2, and he said for pods in our Discord, Adeptus Mechanicus actually have the highest win rate right now, which is pretty interesting. But that's that's just one of the situations in which going first is super powerful in 9th Ed. And especially if you have those super fast, like, forward-moving units. They can shoot right up the table, and they can literally... in that one, it was a little awkward, too, because the Dark Angels list was almost entirely bikes. So the... it would be the equivalent of essentially lining up cavalry, between these walls, and none of the bikes could leave their deployment zone. They would be stuck right here, and that's essentially what happened in that game. Very unfortunate. You want to win that roll, they go first. So it looks like Valdor is... he's angling to get some screens in his back corner here to stop the Seraphim from coming in. He's going to need another turn of movement, maybe. He might be okay there, actually.
Those guys are just
doesn't have to worry about that until turn 2, obviously. But it's good to set it up now, in case you need to reposition those guys next turn. Now here the real question is whether you move the incursors beyond this wall. This is a really interesting quandary in this particular map for Scorched Earth. Is you can move these guys through the wall and sit on that objective and hope that they die, but unfortunately on this side of the map, this wall is open to your opponent, whereas on this side you do have these craters are obscuring, so you can hide your army more effectively on this side, and you get more coverage into this quarter. But you can't. The line of sight blocking doesn't go up to the edge of your deployment zone, so you do have to be a couple inches farther back if you want to deploy your important stuff back here. Also, it being dense cover means that Valdor does not want to put his indirect fire behind it, because it will be -1 to shoot through. It'll be an interesting situation because on Doots' turn, these rhinos can pop smoke to give themselves an additional -1 to hit. And since Valdor is relying on his Sicarans getting +1 to hit to shoot through this dense cover, if the rhinos end up staying inside that dense, it's actually going to counteract the Dark Angels chapter tactic, which could be a little bit annoying for them. Since they don't have access to any rerolls, they're just going to be rolling raw.
right. Those guys go there. These Black Knights will advance. So, probably need to advance anyways. 3 and then 11.
So it looks like Valdor is electing to move his incursors through the wall and out into the open. I'm not 100% sure that I would make that the same call, but he might be looking to just kill as many of the Retributors as possible this turn with his indirect fire. Because they are AP2 on turn 1, they shoot through Tail of the Stoic from the Imagifier, so they're actually going to be pretty lethal against the Toughness 3 Sisters this turn. And if he's able to kill a couple units of them, he's going to force Doots to dedicate Repentia squads to killing these models. And
8
Valdor can start peace trading for those Repentia squads. That's essentially what you have to do to kill those ladies. They will die as soon as they leave their transport. They basically get one charge and then they're dead. But you you just have to ensure that they don't kill a very something very expensive when they get out. With the proper miracle dice, Sisters players can ensure that they get into melee with whatever they need to, and they hit so ridiculously hard that they'll cut through just about whatever they want.
3 of them have range to that one. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, we're not going to advance with those guys.
Okay.
So it looks like Valdor here going to be angling to knock out one of these rhinos with plasma from the Black Knights. It is towing the dense cover, so it's going to be -1 to be hit. I don't know what Samael picked with his rerolls, but I assume it was those Black Knights, and then we also get these multi-meltas in there as well. And if you can pile the sisters out with one of these units shooting, you can potentially knock them out with a Sakaran shot or some just random bolters. The Talon Master is also going to be excellent at killing those ladies. Longship Labs managed to kill a Repentia squad first in my last game. Yeah, that's... The dream is when you kill one on top of one. It's so difficult to get through the Rhino and then also kill the Repentia. But even if you... Because Repentia hit so monstrously hard and benefit from a bunch of sort of force multiplication stratagems, every single one you kill is so valuable. Even if you can kill, 2, it's a lot of times worth it to dedicate a lot of shooting to do so. Once those units get down to 1 or 2 models, they're still relatively dangerous, but their damage output drops off a cliff. So any damage that Valdor can get into these Repentia before they hit him is going to be important. And interestingly, if he's able to kill this red Rhino and the Repentia inside, the Repentia and this green Rhino will have to choose whether they pile out and go for these Black Knights, which is going to be a relatively long charge, so we need some good miracle dice on Doots' part, or go into this objective. And it's going to be a tough call. It depends entirely on how many Retributors we end up having at the end of this turn, but I think it might be a couple if we want to hit those Repentia with indirect fire. There's a 14-inch charge out of Deep Strike. Whoa!
So I can see where he goes.
Was that with a +2 to charge, or with a Jane Czar? That's really brutal, though. I think I got a unit with a Gene Stealer squad once. I was able to hive guard the Rhino down, and I got a double move Gene Stealer squad into him and killed him. But even then, I still lost. Traded a 200 and some odd point Gene Stealer squad in 8th edition for one Sisters Repentia unit. With the +2, yeah. Just roll good, dude. Just roll good charges. Then 40k's easy.
Oh, no, but I'm wide. Samael can go where?
So how's everybody's weekends been going? Has anybody been getting some games of 40k in?
Actually,
I know I streamed a bunch today. I streamed versus Jan from the Discord server. We played a Space Wolves mirror match. That game was sick. The VOD should still be up in the archive on Twitch, so I highly recommend you watch it back. It was really fun. I'm playing some bizarre robot spam weirdness in Space Wolves right now. Space Wolves obviously not the faction I normally play, but it's a wild time. But we had 6 Redemptor Dreadnoughts on the table in that game. 6 of them. Longship Laugh grinding out those combat patrols. Awesome, dude.
And then the Apothecary.
We will have a combat patrol tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Eastern time. It looks like we're going to be streaming combat patrol from Pod 1. Playing against Custodes of Space Wolves tomorrow. Good luck, man. Yeah, I was actually the players and I were talking about the list before the game because they had both tuned in. I'm going to try a version that takes Venerable Dreadnoughts, I think, as well as Wolfen Dreadnoughts. Because you can get 6 Dreadnoughts with Blizzard Shields. 6 of them! Ridiculous. The Venerable Dreadnoughts are a lot more expensive, but they also have a 6+ damage ignore on top of their shield. And Duty Eternal. They're ridiculously hard to kill. And they're better at shooting. So they actually can shoot a gun and hurt somebody. So Valdor just making sure to place all of his characters within 3 inches of this last Deathwing Terminator. A little unfortunate he doesn't have the Terminator Sergeant on this side. So if he's pulling casualties, he needs to pull these 2 first to ensure that these guys stay within range. But that is what it is.
Okay.
I don't have advanced tokens, but that just makes you advanced.
Sounds good.
Oh, this guy goes with these guys. These guys want to pop out. No. Does the Tech Marine want to move up? Probably. The Tech Marine will just move up to the edge of this one.
I'm going to bump up Valdor's mic chat. I think he's speaking a little softly here.
Does he give one of them +1 to hit?
Oh, yeah. I forgot that in my command phase. Let's just give it to the... Let's give it to this guy. We'll give it to the blue guy. 1.
Okay.
Too many things to do on my command phase.
Yeah.
Actually, it doesn't matter. That's right. The reason I didn't do it because they get +1 because they didn't move.
Yeah.
I usually give it.
It might
Oh, I guess that's true. Yeah, that's fair enough. I usually give it to the one that's moving. But yeah, you're right. Some of your stuff's -1 to hit, so it does actually matter. Okay. All right. So that is.
I wonder if Valdor would have been behooved to squeak this
15 minutes,
red
not
one
too
over
bad.
to get line of sight to this rhino. Although he opens himself up to
shooting?
melt shots in the back, so
Let us see. Things with only one target. We're gonna shoot. Oh, actually, we'll start with the apothecary shooting into the red rhino.
Okay.
Never gonna overcharge with my characters unless I say so.
Sounds good. And I am in the. I am toted into the cover there.
Yeah, but I advance with the apothecary, so it doesn't matter. But yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
So,
yeah.
Force. Nope. Same thing with the champion.
Mm-hmm.
Same rhino. Force. 1 hit.
I think Valdor just missed. He rerolls
1 wound at -3. I think.
Just kidding. Ignore me, chat.
I made an invul. Cool.
Other things that have only one target. These guys are hoping to shoot Repentia.
I'm still having trouble with remembering
These
that
guys
Space
can't
Marine
see
characters don't
anything.
reroll for each other anymore. I'm the worst. I'm the
These guys can
worst.
see both tanks.
It's even more embarrassing now that I'm playing Space Marines. Sometimes.
Alright, we're gonna put all of the Black Knights into the red rhino, and we will overcharge.
Sounds good.
So red, blue, black, green, and purple. So both blue, red, blue, black, green, purple.
Okay.
The red rhino is towed into the terrain. So hitting on 4s and re-rolling 1s.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh.
nobody blows up. And then wounding on 3s and no rerolls because my Talon Master couldn't get there.
Oof. Right.
6 at -3. 2 damage.
6
each.
ups. That's 10. Do I explode? Nope.
Yeah, it looks like that's 1 rhino dead. That's overcharged
Okay.
plasma for you, chat. Brutal.
Oh, I'm gonna switch the clock over to you.
I think
that's
Dark
fine.
Angels have a pretty they have a
These are
pretty
gonna die
lethal
no
alpha
matter
strike
what,
going first,
so
especially with
might as
those
well make it
fast Raven
hard.
Wing units being able to hit really hard. obviously, Space Marines in general, like you also have Eradicators and Multi-Meltas on the table, but just the fact that a lot of their guns are so quick, it's very difficult to deploy defensively and stop them from getting a line of sight on you. And then they have high reliability 2-damage shooting that they can get wherever they want.
Alright, 10 occupants.
Very brutal if you're not ready for it.
And it looks 2.
And it looks like 2 Repentia are going to go down. They are going to...
Alright, when you're done, switch it back to me.
Looks like...
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, get out inside the dense cover. So at least they're going to be -1 to get hit.
The,
I wonder if they're in range of those attack
Melta guys now. They're going to shoot their multi-meltas at the Rhino.
Okay.
And they're going to shoot their bolters at the Repentia.
Ooh, in range of the attack bikes? Yikes.
So... multi-meltas.
This could be a devastating alpha strike that we're watching.
Full rerolls from Samael that he gave them. So I assume this guy's towed into the terrain, right? Yeah. So
yeah, he's in there. They should all be in there.
Okay, only 3 hits. Wounding on 3.
Maybe a little bit of a misplay from Doots also, not placing those Repentia out of range of these bolt shots, but I think he was more worried about the Arcus shooting.
Whew. 9.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not gonna fish for another wound.
Yeah, so it looks like
and then
this
the
Rhino down to
bolters
1.
into the Repentia. I should check the range. They have 30 inches. Yeah.
I wonder if it's worth dropping this to allow these incursors to shoot while
12 because it's 4 each.
While performing action, so they can knock a wound
and
off.
they're in the cover.
Hitting on, you're still in the dense, yeah.
Yeah.
So hitting on 4s.
Oh, that's a good point,
everything.
chat. Yeah, these the attack bikes are going to be additional range from
Devastator Doctrine. You're absolutely right. Rolling 1s.
I think that would have been difficult to get out of.
Wounds.
Okay, so 5-up invul from Junie.
Yeah, you could maybe have gotten out of the 24, but not the 30.
And then 5-up Philippine.
Good call, chat. That's why we keep you around.
So 3 die.
What is the best way to pop a wound off of this thing? 1 wound. Would I rather shoot these guys at it or the other guys? I think I'd actually just rather shoot these guys at it. So we're gonna unload with these incursors into this Rhino.
Okay.
Cursors will ignore the penalty from dense cover, which is pretty useful because of their cool scopes.
Hitting on 4s because you're in dense.
Do you get all rapid, I guess? Oh, because you get range.
30-inch range, so it's 15. They should all be within 15, yeah.
Do the incursors take dense cover?
Oh, you're right. They don't. They ignore it. So, yeah, hitting on 3s.
Mario's got my first game with new Blood Angels Codex, highly played since September, and I think my first game was a hard counter. Oh no! Slash Demons and a Demon Prince of the Big Squad of Chaos Combi Plasma Emperor's Children.
Ew. Alright, I'm gonna slow roll these.
I do love those
good.
Those
good.
Emperor's Children.
And good. Cool.
You do have to play kind of cagey. There are Aura of Acquiescence from the Slanesh Demons is going to be brutal.
I do not have an angle with
so you just can't really commit into them until you have you're sure you can kill them. But I think a lot of times Blood Angels characters are going to be able to hit hard enough to punch through the characters.
Better to take out
the demon characters.
Better to take out Retributors.
So it's worth playing out.
Or Zephyr.
And interestingly, those the Emperor's Children Plasma as a penchant for killing itself when it comes out of a deep strike, at least in my experience. So, kind of a weird thing with those plasma terminators is that a lot of times they have to come in to drop to kill something, and they're out of range to charge even with honor of the prince after they shoot. So they never really quite get the amount of damage you expect them to, especially if you're screened relatively well.
Just gonna put. I think the only thing the Talon Master can see is.
I love Slanesh Space Marines though.
Oh, I guess you can see this.
I played the crap out of some Noise Marine Bomb in 8th edition.
So yeah, the Talon Master is just going to put everything into these Repentia squad right here.
Okay.
So the 12 shots for the 1 damage gun. He's ballistic skill 2, but you're -1 to hit, so he's wounding on 3s. Or hitting on 3s, I mean to say. No rerolls. And wounding on 2s because he's strength 6.
Marius, what are you playing in your Blood
7
Angels
at minus.
out of
Well, it doesn't
curiosity?
matter.
So 5 up from Junie, and then Dylan Payne. So there's 1 left.
And then his heavy bolter. 3s. Uh-oh. And then 3s again. Just 1. This one's 2
Kill
damage.
Payne. Oh, you got it. And then I'll get a miracle when they die.
Yeah, Valdor worried about actually finishing units
It is
here so that he
A5.
can get his grind them down.
Alright, so we've got artillery left. And that's
Kind of a downside of going first with
this guy
grind them down
can't
is that your
see.
opponent gets a little bit more control
Although
over
maybe if we kill enough.
who kills the most at the end of the phase, or at the end of the battle round, because it scores at the end of the round, not at the end of your turn, like a lot of things. So your opponent gets the last look at who destroys the most, and they can try to overextend to beat you on that score, or to meet you on that score so that you don't kill the most and score those grind points. I think it's the one objective where it's worse going second, or going first than it is going second. One of the reasons for the Season 1 Invitational, we actually let players choose their secondaries after they knew who were going first, because you could pick secondaries like that, and it actually kind of switched up the game plan a little bit.
And strength 6 versus toughness 3, so wounding on 2s. 4 wounds at minus
Should be
2.
-2. Alright, so I'll be at a 4 up invul. Team Match Fire and Junie. We're gonna keep rolling. Good. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and spend a CP here. Going down to 4, I'll discard my Miracle 2. Bump this 3 up to a 4. And then we'll roll the last one. So there's 2 there.
Alright.
And that was from yellow, right?
Yep.
So I'll take Superior and red, 1 red.
Yep. The other Arcus is going to shoot the same target.
Okay.
Number of shots. 9 shots.
And then he'll be hitting on 3s, right?
He'll be hitting on 3s because +1 then -1. So hitting on 3s. And wounding on 2s. Well, that makes no difference, but it's amusing.
I need that roll for my rhinos. Alright, so I'm gonna roll a couple.
Longship left Oaths
Alright, I
of
got
Moment
1
was
left.
better going second.
So
I mean, you score
three.
most of that off holding the center of the table, right? Which I have to
So no
imagine
matter
is
what I
easier
do,
going
I'm just
first.
gonna die. That was really good.
But you do have to hold it at the end of the battle.
Yeah,
round, right?
after having gotten totally
Yeah,
bossed
yeah,
by
okay, I
Retributor
think I get that
squads
one.
where they get +1 to hit forever, I'm familiar with the need to wipe them out completely.
Yeah.
Alright, so I believe that is all of my shooting. Because Samael has no targets. Yep, and I don't have a charge phase. Nope. I don't have a fight phase. I don't think you have a morale phase.
I don't think so. No, everything's dead.
So over to you.
Alright. So I'll get a miracle.
Oh, did I not? Trevi, should I click start game? Will that mess it up?
Oh, up here. We could just do. Just
Yeah,
hand it.
that will keep track of the CP.
Alright. And then I'll
Jeez.
strip over you. Here,
Okay.
and you got your CP now.
Alright, so at the
And
when you
you're
kill
on, you're on the
the
clock, so just go ahead.
so when you kill the Rets, I get a miracle because they're martyred lady. It's a 6, and then I get 1 for my turn. It's a 3. Alright.
Marius playing a fast Blood Angels list.
Does the Rhino heal itself on a 6?
2 units of Death Company, 3 units of
That's a weird
Sanguinary Guard.
ability.
Whoa,
Yeah,
that is
that's like the
aggressive,
leftover
dude.
from like
That sounds
3
fun as hell.
editions ago. Okay, what do we
Oh,
do?
yes. Less than a half hour for my first turn. Success.
The players are on a clock
go
for this
there.
game. We play clocks for all the finals games. Usually it doesn't come into play, but it does occasionally. But
Kinda have
Valdor,
to
unfortunately, kind of famously, a little
Alright, so
meticulous in his
Zephyr, we're gonna
movement,
come
so
up.
sometimes it takes a little bit of time on this clock.
And you know the champion intervenes 6, right? Okay.
We're going to advance the blue Battle Sisters.
So taking a look at what Valdor was able to get done that turn, he
You
was
can
able to
go
kill off the
9.
Rhino, destroy an entire Sisters Repentia unit, and kill an entire
Oh, these
Retributor
guys
unit
raised
with
the
the 2
banner.
Arcus.
Right.
That means
Yeah, I
that the
figured.
Hospitaller is
Is
not
that
going to be able to bring any of those
Deathwing
multi-melts
Doots?
back.
Yeah.
Nothing with for her to
Yeah.
target, which
That's
is
why
gonna
they
be
only moved
really
5.
obnoxious
If
for
they advanced,
Doots.
they couldn't use the banner.
You get 2
Right, blue Rhino will
Retributors or
advance.
just the 1? Looks like 1 is in strategic reserve.
Also
so-
4, so I can go 16.
Here it comes.
There's 4.
And Dude's sensing a bit of opportunity
We'll go.
in that this flank is sort of
Oh, I should keep
open
track of how many I
without a
killed
lot of
before I
anti-tank
move
on that
this.
side, so he can run this Sororitas Rhino with these Repentia as far forward as possible.
Yeah, you killed
and
3.
just hope to wipe Doots, or wipe Valdor, excuse me, off both of these objectives.
I don't think I quite made it onto that objective. That's a
Scorched
bummer.
Earth often boils down to
Red squad back here is going to raise it.
this kind of split battle between these two sides because the two objectives are both, you know, arranged in these lines. So a lot of times you try to ram through on one flank of your opponents and hold off your opponent on the other flank, and that's very much what we're going to be seeing here. That was a lot of damage coming out of this Dark Angels list, but leaving this Rhino on 1 was a big deal for Doots. That meant that this Repentia squad gets to come out and play unmolested. And it looks like Doots is going to take the bait and go into this Incursor squad.
Yeah, I don't think it's a clear day. Well, maybe. I mean,
That will potentially open them up for a for retaliation from this Talon Master, who can probably kill that entire unit by himself, at least with a little bit of help.
well, it's just a matter of when I get. Problem is the intervention rule.
Well, that's true. If I interrupt, that's a problem.
Yeah, it's a big problem. It's like the bane of my army. But I have to. I'm going to be way behind on points, I think. So,
Yeah, close enough.
need to scoot back to 10. Alright, so they're going to
Yeah,
get
Doots
out.
could be
and
aiming
just
for
wait
the
6.
character castle right now. It looks like he's going to be going for the Incursors.
It's like a 4-inch charge. It's like a 4-inch charge.
With a long
do some of
advance
that.
and then Holy Rage, he could go for the characters.
There you are.
But one thing that Doots has complained about this list in particular is that he's very low on CP throughout the game.
He
And I don't know if he wants to spend the CP this early, especially since
doesn't need to be there.
there's a lot of
He's just
invulnerable
gonna
saves
get out.
over
It's
here.
fine,
Like the
discover.
Apothecary can pop his armor Indomitus. The Champion has a combat shield. Samael, I believe, has an
Rhino
Iron
gets to
Halo.
move
Yeah, so
3
there's a potential
inches.
that they bounce and don't kill all of them, and then they just die to the swing back. And this way, at the very least, he knocks the Dark Angels off this objective. He can also potentially make it difficult for the characters to get around and hit those
Okay.
Repentia. We'll see how his final position ends up being.
So green can come up here. They're gone. Zero will come up here.
Garsgard, thanks for tuning in. Have a good night's sleep and a great rest of your weekend, and I appreciate you coming and watching.
All right, green. Will
This
raise a
game will be
banner.
up on YouTube sometime this coming weeks if you want to watch there. Also, the archive will be up here if you want to finish it off. But
Actually, I might as well have the.
should
I'll just have the
repost it on
canoness
YouTube
raise the banner instead of green.
sometime over the next couple days.
She can raise it.
Her aura is not relevant.
No, not where she's at. She's at Bloody Rose. All right, psychic powers.
Oh yeah.
See, I can't do any
Where's your guy?
other stuff.
Oh yeah, he's out of range.
Yeah, okay, so Inquisitor is just going to terrify the Incursors.
Where is he? Oh, there he is.
He's right there by the Rhino.
Oh, I could deny theoretically.
I think. I want to say it's a 7. It's a 6, so it does go off.
All right, sure. We'll use our deny now. I don't have to worry about it. Nope.
All right, so -1 leadership, no Overwatch, and then shooting. I will start with the Retributors. I'm going to spend 2 CP so they can get 36-inch range. And we're going to go into attack bikes.
All right, I'm going to spend 1 CP to give them a 4-up invul.
All right. Do I steal your CP? Nope. And that's it. All right, so let's do multi-meltas. So I'm going to hit you on 3s, reroll the 1s. And I'm going to wound you on 3s, reroll the 1s. 7.
Okay, 4-ups. Fails 3.
Do you have the Feel the Pain? I guess you do, yeah.
Yeah, I just barely.
Yeah. So I'm just going to roll these.
Chad, let me know if you like
I
the
think.
top-down
Yeah.
view or the
So the first one does 7.
the regular view better. I think this map has a lot of verticality to it, so the top-down view is a little bit cleaner. But it's up to you. Let me know what, if there's an angle you want to take a look at.
Nope.
Ooh, that was a terrible roll from Valdor.
The
Holy
next
crap.
one, I think I will use a Miracle here. So I'll use a 5, which will go to 6 damage.
Okay.
Trying as hard as we can to save these
No, those are 6s. Nope.
these bikes with the
All right, and the last
but those
one
meltas are going to be too
does 2
powerful.
damage.
Well, maybe not that melta.
1 damage.
Cool.
There's one guy on 3 wounds.
Okay.
This can be done.
And then I'll pop their first Cherub, and we'll put another 2 shots into him. Reroll the 1s. Wounding on 3s. 1 more.
Saving on 4.
Right.
Saves.
And I'll pop their other Cherub, same thing. 2 hits. Nothing. Gross. That's a bummer. Alright, Zephyrim are just going to shoot that attack bike with bolt pistols.
Yep. Do they have AP or no?
They do, they're AP 1.
Okay, so he's on 4.
So 3s. And 5s. This one.
And 4.
Okay. Green Battle Sisters will
Flagship
shoot
left.
Raven
There are no
Black
Repentia in
Knights
reserve.
with
There
just
are
5
2
shots.
units of Seraphim and a
No AP.
unit of Retributors.
So 3s, reroll 1s, and 5s.
There's just a unit of Repentia in
just
this
one,
Rhino, the blue Rhino, and then there's this green unit that's ready to rock and roll on objective 2.
All that shots. We'll put the Rhino. Put it into the Black Knights.
And 1 died, also.
1 shot, like on a 5. Oh, it hits.
Is
Round
one of
5.
Storm Bolter?
Yeah, it is a Storm Bolter. I'm thinking of something else.
So
There
one
we go.
hit.
So 1 hit. And no. Okay. These guys aren't doing anything. This guy advanced. Okay.
Oh, which guy advanced? Was it the...
Blue Rhino advanced. He's gonna pop smoke, so. And I guess I'll I guess it matters. So I guess I'll pop smoke on green too, just in case. Just make it
Can you
annoying.
do that didn't he shoot?
Oh, he did shoot. That's right. Yeah, I shot him. Never mind. I'm getting ahead of myself. All right. So let's start with Zephyrim. Just gonna go in Black Knights.
Alright, so I always do this and it's never worth it. You can switch the clock over to me if you want to. 10, sixes, rerolling ones, 2 hits,
Like considering
2
an
wounds.
Overwatch here. Well, if
Before
Samael picked them for rerolls,
I mean, it does kill a Zephyrim. Is that better than over here? Yeah, it definitely is. Alright, so sure. Yeah, we'll Overwatch with the Black... You're charging just the Black Knights?
Just the Black Knights. Yep.
Yeah,
alright,
we'll
there you
Overwatch
go.
with them.
Okay.
Not overcharging, obviously.
All right. Let's see if I steal your CP. I do.
Okay.
So I go up to 4.
Sixes, rerolling ones.
No,
Oh,
look at that.
man.
Get out of here.
And then 2s.
Yep.
No
4,
rerolls.
5 hits.
Alright.
All right,
4
5
saves.
ups. All right,
Oh,
I
that
saved
mitigated
CP.
it some. Yeah, that's about average. That's only 1 more than average.
All right, well, 2 Zephyrim dead.
All right.
So that's pretty
their
good.
charge
That's impressive.
is a 7. It's fine. Just want to stay out of your
Yeah.
intervention range. 6 inches.
Yeah, that's the only guy that can intervene 6. The rest of them are 3. So.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
So I can move up to here then, right?
Yep.
Okay. And then Repentia are going to charge in cursors, and they're terrified.
Well, also I already overwatched and etc.
Yeah. Alright. These are just going to be an inch off this wall.
I guess I could transform. I could. They're rerolling. Repentia always reroll their wounds, right?
No, they reroll their hits on the charge. That's it.
Oh, okay.
I think Valdor
It's Zephyrim who
probably
reroll their wounds.
Yeah, Zephyrim.
probably
reroll the
considering a transhuman here to try
But
to
not
keep those
their hits.
incursors alive, but I'm going to tell you right
Not
now,
their
it's not
hits,
going to
no.
matter. Those Repentia are going to kill
Okay,
those
so these
incursors.
guys are rerolling wounds. These guys are rerolling hits.
They're just dead.
Okay, so I'm going to start with the Zephyrim. And I'm going to spend 1 to give him +1 to wound. So I'm going to be wounding you on 4s now.
I need to. I will spend. It's called. I think it's. What is it called?
Yeah, so Ravenwing have an ability for invulnerable save in melee.
Base of assault. When a Ravenwing biker is made a charge or charged, because you have power swords, right?
Yeah, it'll be AP4.
Yeah. So I'll spend 1 CP to give them a 5-up invul in
Yeah.
melee.
And this is one of the reasons that Ravenwing bikers are so powerful is that they have so many of these.
So I've got 6
Niche
now,
stratagems that
so
can
6
bust their
times 3 on the
survivability.
charge will be 18, 19
They
for
can
the
get invulnerable save
superior.
against shooting. They can get an invulnerable save against melee. They can be negative to hit against shooting.
I'm going to hit you on
And
3s.
a lot of that is Ravenwing specific.
The 2
Very
6s
good frontline
explode,
unit from,
Yep.
and then I'm wounding you on
for
4s
some
rolling.
Ooh, that was a terrible roll from Doots. Ugh, that didn't help that
All right
much.
then.
Only 8.
Just
Yikes.
8.
And
8
saving
into a
on
5+
5s.
invulnerable, and then into a 6+
So,
damage
only
ignore.
save.
Wow, that all rolls also bad.
So just 1 damage
And
each.
then 6 up, feel no pains.
No, actually, well,
Kills
Oh, I got a
2
couple.
and does 1 damage.
saves did not help out for Valdor. Okay.
Got 1, 2 of that guy. Yeah. So we'll kill this one and this one, and we will do. It was 7, yeah, and then we'll do 1
Mhm.
damage to this guy.
That's going to give the Apothecary something to do, though. Although
I'm
I
going
think the
Tiger
Apothecary is
Bike.
going to try to be running
Sure.
bikes back. Ooh. I wonder if Valdor had kept that center bike
Now I need to decide if I'm interrupting.
alive. I don't know
I
if
probably should.
Doots would have had
There's a
the
lot of
ability to
attacks.
tag their attack bike.
And Repentia are dangerous. Yeah. We'll spend 2 CP to interrupt.
Okay.
The interrupt definitely makes sense here. Repentia are so fragile.
Do I want
That,
to pile in with these guys?
There's a non-zero chance you
They
kill
don't
enough of
really
them with
need
some
to,
spiky
so-
dice that
Nah.
they don't wipe the unit in response. I think
I guess
maybe considering
in
a
the
gene
event
rot
that I
might.
want to go the other way. This guy I'll pile in
I'm just gonna
this way.
go attack. All right, let's see
And
some
I
good
guess
dice
this
from these
one
incursors here to keep
base
them
here.
alive. Only needs a couple of
Can
repentia to
do
kill
weird
5
things.
primary space marines.
So these 3 are not based. The rest.
Yeah,
of them
definitely
are
hitting on
based.
2s because
Okay.
of the chapter tactic because they haven't moved this
Um,
turn.
And then we'll make our attacks. Where is my mouse cursor gone?
Top down view reminding you of the good old vassal days. Ooh. I'm
So
sorry, I can switch it out of
3
top
attacks
down
each 'cause they're
if it's
charged.
reminding you of vassal.
16.
I think I have PTSD from vassal.
Hitting on 2s because it's not our turn and we're Dark Angels. And wounding on 3s.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
9
brutal.
saves.
All right, 6s.
Oh,
and
good saves
5s.
though. Excellent saves. Okay,
Or
well,
tap,
didn't save
hold
those
it.
incursors.
So there's 3.
Not sure if that's
R.I.P.
So 1, 2, 3.
Maybe brought it to the point that a transhuman could save them, but I kind of doubt it.
All right, and then
Although these
I'm just gonna move this way.
actually
but
don't have any buffs on them,
That's fine.
so they're going to be swinging 3 times each for 8.
All right, so 6 guys, 3 attacks, it's 18 attacks.
Now you decide if I'm transhumaning.
Yeah.
So 18 attacks. Your strength's 6, right? So you're wounding on 3s.
Mm-hmm.
And you've already used your +1 to wound strat.
Yeah.
And you're not rerolling wounds. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother. Just go ahead.
So hitting on 4s, rerolling. Yeah, and 6s explode,
Decent attack roll. 17 hits.
and then 3s.
Yeah, that should wipe them.
So 11,
See ya.
AP 4, 2 damage.
Transhuman would not have saved them. Goodbye,
Kills them
incursors.
twice over.
Try to block off this wall a little bit. Alright, this doesn't matter. Okay, you got your stuff over here.
Yeah. Guess we'll start with this attack bike. He's just gonna swing this way and base these 2. He makes how many attacks? 3 attacks. Hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. And wounding on 3s.
So I think the
rerolling
question, the
1s.
real question here now is
2
what
wounds,
Valdor
no
can
AP.
swing back at these repentials to
Rips.
kill them
We're good.
without giving up too much.
Okay, and then
It looks like their positioning is such that
this
I don't think he
guy
can
is
fit too
gonna
many of the characters in,
come-
although he might be able to just get one of them around and charge into here and keep them protected by the Deathwing, with the Deathwing. He does have to move the Deathwing, I think, relatively aggressively since we do have a Retributor squad in Deep Strike, or in Strategic Reserve, and what you don't want to have happen is
Just trying to
for
make
them
sure
to
for us
pop in here and then be able to
I'm
draw.
gonna put it over to you.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Be able to draw lines of
I think
sight
it's
past as well. I think the players thought I was pointing at the clock.
This guy's based. Yeah, it's fine. Alright, so we'll just move this guy up this way. Make their attacks.
But I think I'd like to see an advance out of these Deathwing just to get them up to this area.
3, 6, 9,
To
10
screen
attacks.
out that area, this direction, so you can't get, at least you can't get in melter range with the Retributors, which is 18 inches for them with the strat available. And with Inner Circle, those
Hitting
guys are
on
going to be tough.
2s, rerolling
The Lightning
1s,
Claws, yeah, for sure, the Lightning Claws could potentially knock those
and wounding
Repentia out,
on
definitely.
T3.
3s, not
I wonder what that
because we're only strength.
Screen looks like. Maybe if you can get a decent charge
So that many
in
1 AP.
here, and then
1 AP.
consolidate
So I'm
this
looking
way,
at 4 ups.
so that you screen out this way. Although it feels a little bit
Yeah.
dicey to me.
So I lose 3. I want to spend a miracle here.
I think the real
I'm
reason
gonna
this
roll
is
it.
kind of looks a little bit awkward for
I lose
Valdor is
4.
that I don't believe that he has the space
So
to
we're
fit
doing 1,
his
2,
land speeder here. If he did, he could just move it up
3,
and kill this unit with the assault cannons, but and then
4.
protect it with the Deathwing. But I don't think he can do that.
Okay.
Potentially the Raven Wing, the Talon
put it
Master
back
could
to me.
move this way and do
And
it.
then I think that's it. So I just owe you morale.
Yep.
So the Repentia lost 3. Just gonna roll it. They fail. I got
Oh no!
5 left.
Maybe they just run away instead. Now we lose 2 to
There's
morale.
1 more than that.
Awkward.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, right, because you start with 9,
These
right?
ladies are getting
Yeah.
turned into mortifiers,
And
which
then
I learned the other day.
Zephyrin
is that,
leadership 9. They lost 6.
our Repentia that ran away.
So I'll use a miracle 3 to pass their morale.
Okay. Black Knights are leadership. Where did my master go? Black Knights
Yeah,
are
it'll be
leadership.
interesting to see
They're
how.
inner circle, right? So they don't take morale. Right? I thought that's how it worked.
Yeah, maybe you're right, actually. I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. You only lost 2, so.
Yeah, attack bike it lost 2, and he's leadership 7, so he doesn't.
But anyway, it's going to be interesting to see how Valdor responds to this aggression
almost.
from the sisters.
Yep.
This felt like a very good turn for Valdor. He
Okay,
only lost
so
1
I
unit
will
of
pass
cruisers,
it over
which he
to
was really
you.
offering up to trade anyway.
I'm just going to get a miracle for killing something in the fight
He's
phase.
gonna get
Yeah,
2
will
Sisters
you,
Repentia
right-click
unit out of
this
his
button
opponent's
as well?
army.
Yes.
And the real question will be whether or not he can knock
Alright.
a second Retributor squad out. I think it's
I got a gauge
It's
for
doubtful.
2.
but it's worth a shot,
So,
probably.
start of turn scoring. I hold 2.
Yep.
So that is 10 points. And I have 2 banners.
Mhm.
And how many did you kill? You killed just 1?
Just 1, yep. So you get
So I
grind.
score 3 for grind.
I wonder if there's also the opportunity
Command
that a
phase,
Seraphim
we're going to
squad
get
could come
+1 to
back
hit to the
here
red rhino.
if Valdor's
Okay.
army moves out too far and use a deadly descent to hit the back of the Arcus there, and that could be deadly as well.
Purple.
The Arcus, they have a good defensive
yeah,
profile,
sure.
2+ save and 14 wounds, but only toughness 7,
Samael will give
which means
full
Inferno pistols with a
rerolls
couple Miracle Dice
to
behind them could
what?
punch through that and kill it potentially.
He'll give the full rerolls to.
Yeah, the objective,
Black
the blue. I
Question mark?
believe that we heard Doots talk about earlier how he couldn't quite
Like
make
that
the
burgundy?
objective with the advance on the Rhino. It had to, because it deployed here, it had to move its hull sort of awkwardly
Let's
around
go.
this
We'll give it to
wall,
the
and it
Talon
didn't quite
Master.
get there.
Yeah, sure. He'll give it to the Talon Master. So he'll give full rerolls to the Talon Master.
Okay.
Where's my D12? There it is. And the Talon Master will see something and declare. Do you any of your things have cover save bonuses at the moment?
Cover? No.
Like
I just have
something-
dense cover.
And then no, it doesn't matter. All right, so moving on. That's everything for my command phase, right? Yep. Okay. So movement phase. This tank is gonna roll out this way.
Mhm.
6, and then.
Speedy boys.
Yeah, I might pull him back.
So Valdor, using the extreme maneuverability of the Arcus, it looks like we're just going to go ham with them. Opening up for a hit from the Retributors in reserve, but maybe he's just going to sacrifice an Arcus for them and
Oh wait,
make
so
use
red
out of
is
out of its
+1 to
cruisers.
hit and Devastator?
Oh yeah. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Actually, let's give it to blue
Okay.
because
The-
I'm gonna be shooting at things that are.
Both? Or?
No, let's give it to red. Yeah, we'll give it to red.
Okay.
Yeah, well, just for simplicity's sake. Tech Brain is going to move up.
Oh, I get a Miracle Ice for battle round. It is a 3.
Shoot. Oh yeah, Tech Brain can try and kill a rhino, maybe. We're actually going to pull this tank back a little bit. Actually, I have to check this. Okay, that's fine. That hole is very small.
It's my specialty.
Let's scooch this guy back a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, we're doing that. Okay, so that's the Tech Marine, that's the 2 tanks. What's that tank's not gonna move? Right, you can't come in and... Oh, you can't come in and my... Oh no, your sky people can.
Sky people.
I don't know. Whatever.
Bird people. Hell yeah. I'm gonna start calling them that. It sounds better than Seraphim. Seraphim just sounds weird.
Basically, you're going to attempt to touch the objective and also screen out a deep strike with these guys.
Okay.
So, see how it goes.
Looks like it's doable.
Seems like it's on the objective, yeah?
Yeah, you're on there for sure.
Alright, so these guys are just gonna chain back. There we go.
Looks good.
And they will raise the banner.
Mm-hmm.
Although I guess if your Seraphim pop out on it, if your Repentia pop out on it, it's going to go away, but whatever. If your Repentia pop out on it, then I'm shooting them, so there's that.
Yep.
This squad's going to move up. Oh, I guess I probably also need to screen this out, don't I? Okay, those guys will go there. These guys are engaged. Do I want to fall back and shoot, or just fight? Yeah, I'm gonna spend 1 CP on the Black Knights to be able to... You don't have anything in response to me falling back, do you?
No.
Okay. I spend 1 CP Oh, actually, how does coordinated assault work? Is it not advanced? Combined assault has not advanced. So I will spend 1 CP to be able to fall back and shoot with these Ravenwing units.
See if I steal a CP there. I do. Cool.
They're gonna go. Battle Sisters, Battle Sisters. They're just gonna go up.
A long ship left. Yeah, that's a good point. Do the Black Knights have to roll their chest to fall back?
Oh, that's a good point.
Oh, that's true. Is that inner
They have-
circle?
Good call, chat.
Yeah, so they have to be
I would've
underneath
totally
9 on
forgotten
2d6,
about
I believe.
Cool.
Alright,
They-
Oh yeah, you're good. Yeah.
I always forget about that part of the rule. This attack bike is just gonna fall back.
Okay.
He is gonna go also into the middle.
So I wonder if we're going to be angling for a combined assault turn this turn. You could
Just
potentially just ram
Apothecaries
the Terminators in on objective
here.
3 and charge them into the into the Retributor
It's got to go
brick.
around this effort, right?
Oh yeah.
Unless we're aiming for the other flank, which would be interesting. But this feels wide open to me since there's no
7.
Repentia there to counterattack you. If you catch the Retributors in melee, there's nothing they can do about it. And your opponent has 4 characters here that you can pick up for assassinate points. 5 characters that you can potentially pick up for assassinate points if you're able to punch through. 6 characters? Are there 6? No,
I'll take
1,
my
2, 3,
chances.
4. There are
I
6
guess I'll shoot.
characters.
Okay.
Wow, that's so many.
On this side. And we will.
Yeah, this feels like the way to go. We'll see what Valdor's plan is here.
Heals twice, and
I don't believe that sisters have any intercept
Apothecary.
stratagems. So they will just be...
Come on, internet, don't be slow on me.
Be,
Keep
getting hit.
Apothecary. Heals 3.
We can double check though. I don't know if Retributors have anything special. I think their
Power
only
sort of
special
twice
stratagem
instead
is
of once,
to
and then
get the extra range.
what is the resurrection strat called?
It's worth looking at.
Revival.
Yeah, I don't believe that they have anything that allows them to
Oh my God.
intercept. So
The
just
computer's
gotta eat it.
dying.
You looking up the heal?
I just wanted to know if you could heal twice and revive a unit.
It's under chapter command, right?
He can definitely heal twice. It's
Yeah.
whether the stratagem uses up one of his heals. I don't think it does. Alright.
Yeah, it can use combat restoratives twice instead of once. You can heal 3 wounds. And then the stratagem.
Revival. Use the stratagem. Yeah, so it's an addition. So
Yeah, okay.
okay, so we'll heal this bike. We'll heal this bike. And we'll res. Res an
Ravenwing
attack
Apothecaries,
bike.
everybody. Holy crap, what a unit.
Or we could res the Black Knight that can shoot this turn. I think we should heal an attack bike.
Restores about 25 or
Let's
30
bring
points
back
of
an attack
healing
bike.
of wounds, and then drops in a full strength attack bike, a 55-point model back on the table. Probably 80 points of work out of this. What is he, 115 points? What a guy.
Talon Master is gonna scooch over here.
So this is a really interesting move by Valdor. I wonder if he's just looking to fight over the right side. Because this L is so defensive for him, he can hold these 2 objectives relatively easily if he gets all his characters over there. And then just maybe use the tanks to bully this side. But I feel like the tanks are going to get killed by the Mortify, or the Retributors, excuse me, pretty quickly.
Samael will move.
Can't really imagine that we're looking at an Auspex this turn unless these bikers can see the... Or Combined Assault, excuse me. I had Auspex in the brain still. I would like to see those Terminators just ramming into this this castle on Objective 3 so much, but I don't know. Yeah, I mean, we must be planning to charge the Repentia with the Terminators, right?
We'll leave our champion back for a turn. Everything's wholly objective. Yeah, that's fine. These guys are just gonna move up.
King Live, don't Repentia... Aren't Repentia able to one turn a knight? Yes. Absolutely, they can do that. Once all of their buffs are active, Repentia, I believe, hit with 5 attacks apiece.
And this champion is just gonna
at strength 7 with +1 to wound. They have full rerolls to hit.
And help
so a lot of times they'll be hitting a knight at
there was a whole
5 attacks apiece.
It is what it is.
With exploding 6s. So you can imagine a unit of 9 Repentia attack 45 times, and they hit 75% of the time, so they should hit, 36 of those.
Okay.
Exploding 6s get them, on average, probably, 10 more hits.
Do we want to bring in Terminators?
So they hit probably...
So where?
Somewhere in the realm of 45 times on average,
here,
and then wound those 50% of the time against the knight. So they do about 21 or 22 wounds, all ignoring the knight's armor. So on average dice with all their buffs, they kill a knight trivially. That's with a Tale of the Warrior, a Magifier next to them, as well as a Missionary. And the Bloody Rose extra attack, and the +1 to wound strat.
Charge from here.
Realistically, yeah, like Longship points out, if a Repentia unit charges you, realistically, if it's a full Repentia unit, it should kill just about whatever it makes contact with. And then if they need to, they also have a fight twice stratagem as well, so they could just swing again. I mean, they could probably kill 2 knights in one go. It's doubtful that they will, but they could.
Yeah, that's what I think we're going to do.
But the downside is that they are laughably easy to kill. So as soon as they go in and table something, they are going to get killed by stuff on the swing back. Yeah, plus their amazing 7+ armor save.
Could also bring them into screen talent.
They don't kill 5 Iron Hands Blade Guard veterans if you pop 2 CP.
Maybe I should just do that.
Is that for
screening duty?
Yeah.
The transhuman and the enhanced
it's not the worst idea.
damage ignore?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I will bring them in now.
Okay.
In the interest of being able to screen things.
Okay. So here come the Terminators. It looks like we're not even combined assaulting. That would take a lot of... oh, we are combined assaulting. Just kidding.
Yeah, you can do 9-inch bubbles. I'm trying not to use the strat.
Okay, gotcha.
Interesting. This feels a little premature to me, honestly.
I should put the sergeant next to the talon master. Where'd the rest of them go?
It looks like we may just be hoping that these Terminators can sandbag the Repentia coming out of the Rhino, the blue Rhino, and swing back to kill him. Plus, Valdor is running relatively low on CP, so the 2 CP for Combined Assault would be a little bit expensive. It is 2 right now, right? A lot of that stuff went up 1 and now I don't remember.
Alright. Could also potentially fix it with a charge, potentially, if we need to. Alright, so that is everything moved.
Okay.
So shooting phase.
Yeah, 2 CP. So I think Valdor has been using his command points very effectively defensively, and really using the good defensive stratagems that Dark Angels have access to keep his units alive. So it looks like he's hoping to do that throughout the game.
Will I kill all of them? I don't think it's likely. I guess if I do, I need to charge these guys.
Longship off. Should probably struggle against Custodies with rerolls turned off. Yeah. Invulnerable saves can sandbag them, and they rely very much on their reroll to hit for sure, because their weapons give them -1 to hit.
On the board, right?
Yep, just purple.
And then you also have the genetic alchemy to give yourself a transhuman on the.
Oh right, we're gonna try to take this
Custodies as well, so you do have a lot of defense against them. So but I mean, Custodies, in fairness, Custodies units are like one of the most difficult stat lines of units to kill in the entire game. So
yeah,
saying that Custodies can survive something.
So he's hitting on 3s.
But it will still hit.
On 5s.
Still a lot of damage regardless of the
1 wound, and I think it's 2 AP now. Yes, 2 AP.
AP 2. How much do I care about this? Not really that much. We'll just roll it. Nope. Do I explode? No.
Alright, well, we got the Rhino down finally.
That is 1 for Rhino.
Alright. Maybe I just won't even shoot at them at all.
It's Ravenwing Champion looking a little open. Wide open. But it looks like Valdor has placed him pretty well to make him difficult to hit.
And then some. Yeah, so let's
Shuma in the chat. How's it going, Shuma? The Olympics is gonna sue for all the rings. Valdor has complained to me in the past that his army has too many auras.
Let's put the heavy bolters into the purple squad and the artillery.
Like, I just have to keep track of too many things. Too many.
The green squad.
Okay. And this guy has +1 to hit and Devastator, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So these are the heavy bolters into the purple squad. Hitting on 3s.
Yep.
Are you doing
Good
anything?
roll. Yeah,
and then wounding on 3s. It's heavy bolters. 6 at -1. 6.
No, it's -2, right? Because you're still in Devastator.
Oh yeah, you're -2. Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
Yeah, if it was -1, I'd be way better off.
Yeah, so that's
right,
what brilliant strategist.
So those are going to be 4-ups.
Marine.
It's a fail.
To punch through the Tail of the Stoic. Pretty good tech play from Valdor.
We keep rolling.
To just make sure he can kill these sisters. Looks like this unit's going to get killed. Yeah, these saves are
Fail. I'm going to spend a CP here. Discard a 3. Bump this 3 up to a 4. That's a pass, and then I'll miracle 4 the next one.
All right, well, dude's keeping.
So I took 3
alive.
casualties there.
Yep.
Using the sister
and
chicanery
then
to
the
be
artillery into the other unit.
Mm-hmm.
I will spend a CP to re-roll my number of shots.
Okay.
Eight. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 2s. 4 at -2 into the green squad.
Yep, so 4 pinballs. So lose 1.
Okay. And the... I'll wait on the other tank. Who do we give full rerolls to? Full rerolls are to the Talon Master. Right. Talon Master can see everything. Talon Master is not in range of everything, however. Awkward.
I wonder how much time is going to become an issue for Valdor here. He has 50 minutes through his clock, and not even through his second turn. Could be awkward if he ends up timing out. But we did say that was a potential at the op.
So we should wait. These guys.
Yeah, chat 5-0. He spent 5-0 minutes on a turn and a half so far.
So the Black Knights are going to shoot the green squad.
Okay.
I mean, clearly he's doing well.
6 shots. Actually, can they
as he slowly eradicates his opponent's army, but
only
it is taking a while.
It's like 2 maybe.
Only a couple of them can. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, they're just going to shoot the green squad. Oh no, the green squad is not retributors. What am I doing?
Right.
The ones that are in range are going to shoot the purple guys.
Okay.
And the other guy is going to shoot the green squad. So 2 of them are going to shoot the purple retributors.
Okay.
Hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s, and wounding on 2s, rerolling 1s. Hopefully, yes. 3 saves at -4.
Okay, 4 pinballs. Nope.
And then the 1 guy into the green squad. 2 hits. 2 wounds on your invul.
1 goes through.
Alright. Do I want Samael shooting at them, or do I want artillery shooting at them? Also this guy. Oh right, but he might have something else to shoot. This guy obviously can't. Oh, I can shoot those guys if I want to charge them. Don't think I need to. Let's charge. My base will fit in here, right? Yeah, so it's just like a 4-incher or something. Alright, yeah, sure. My Ravenwing champion, I'll shoot the Zephyrim.
Okay.
And then 2s. Nope.
Ooh.
My Apothecary will shoot the Zephyrim. 3s. And then 2s.
Is Valdor a little low, chat?
5-up.
Speaking
Got
kind
some
of
talent
quietly
right
here, I'm going to bump him up again.
Yeah, it's AP4.
Yeah.
Even if this T4.
She's like the only toughness 4 vehicle in the game. There might be or something.
All right, blue artillery. I think I'd rather have. Oh, they're not even touching. They're. I can't see them anyways. They're behind the train. Canoness is not behind the train, but the other
she's in.
All right, so let's just put our bajillion bolter shots into. Actually, no. We'll put everything from Samael into the Green Battle Sisters.
Okay.
Shuma. It's hard to hear everyone over how loud the auras are.
So he's rapid fire 4.
It's the player's prerogative to put auras on. They don't. They definitely don't
Yes, so he gets 8 shots with
make the
his
viewing
thing.
process any
Hopefully he's in
better, but
range.
it does help the players out. So
Hitting on 3s
their
because
game
of
at the end of the
dense, and then wounding on 3s.
So,
5 at AP1.
AP1, so I get to ignore for the Magifier.
Yep.
I was 2.
And then D3 shots.
Singularity 40k.
Plasma
Yeah, I like
thingy.
auras as well.
2 shots.
They definitely help
Hitting on 3s.
the gameplay, and especially for
Wounding
Space
on
Marines,
2.
since Space Marines are so aura driven.
AP4.
You need to have all your models like
Goes through.
within range, the correct distances of all the other models to make sure their synergies work.
That just kills him.
And
Alright.
there's just some instances where you
So I've got the Talon Master.
you need
and
to
I've got
aura your entire army. Where
artillery. Alright, I got
I
this
mean,
Rhino
clearly
over
it's necessary for Valdor, but for us it's less fun.
Don't worry about that, right? There's nothing in there. Definitely nothing in there.
I mean, I may just not be able to deal with it this turn. I have to eat whatever their punch can kill.
Fushini remind me
Alright,
to Clark
well, we'll
Valdor
drill
whenever I play him. Yeah.
We'll drill this
Yeah.
Canoness then.
For T5S2 games, you are always able to request a clock from your opponent, even mid-game.
With our.
In which case, you just set it for 15
Talon
minutes
Master.
for every
These
remaining
other guns
battle.
out of range.
And for finals games, we always use a
the-
clock
I guess he could see the
to
Rhino.
keep them moving.
Sure, he'll shoot his heavy bolters at the Rhino.
Okay.
So this is at the Canoness. Hitting on 3s, but re-rolling from the Samael.
Mhm.
And you're still T3, right?
Yeah, T3.
Wounding on 2s. 9 saves.
AP1, I don't ignore, so it'll be 4-ups anyways. Yep. Don't want to spin CP here. No.
Head Rush, the
Which
Aura
one of
Color
these
palette
guys
reminds me of the
ignore?
background of my fourth
Let's get
grade
Magifier
class photos.
first.
Yeah, the Magifier has +1 to invul and ignore.
I'm gonna
AP1.
be honest with you. I think it's impressive that you remember your
The
fourth
missionary
grade
gives
class
like
photos.
+1 attack, right?
Yeah, additional attacks.
This guy casts psychic powers, but he's 5 wounds.
This is definitely like an iTunes visualizer.
Oh
of a
right, and then
game,
the
right?
the heavy bolters into the tank.
Yeah.
Hitting on 3s because of smoke, but re-rolling everything, and then wounding on 5s. 3 at -1.
So 4-ups. Nope. Take 6.
Oh, maybe I can kill that Rhino. Is this guy within 6? No. I don't have anything better to shoot at.
So do we have the Rhino down bracketed from the heavy bolters. Interesting. Valdor really hoping he can kill that before the
These guys
Repentia
have
get out
18-inch guns.
and murder all of his
Yes.
troops on this
They're all in
area.
range. And
With
these
a
guys
with a
have
decent charge, the Repentia
24-inch
could knock
guns. So
2
that guy's
banners
outside
off
of
for
rapid
Valdor, which
fire,
is
as is that guy.
gonna be
These guys
obnoxious
are
because
not.
that's like 4 to 6 points that he would not be able to score.
Sure. We'll shoot these incursors into the Rhino. 3 of them are in rapid fire. Oh no, they raised the banner. They
Yeah,
can't
I
do
was
that.
about to say, yeah. I think they erased.
Alright. We'll shoot these 5 assault intercessors into the Rhino and hope to get lucky. But
Okay.
the luckiest would have to be pretty extreme. Fours. Already not gonna happen. And then fives. And are we within 6 of this guy? Yes.
A solid round of shooting
Rerolls.
from
One.
these assault intercessors.
Oh, one AP.
This is. All right, well, put Ryan on the bottom bracket with the assault intercessor pistols. I wonder if that's if those are attacks that Valdor will regret making as this game goes on, and he only has 30 minutes to complete the rest of his game.
I guess. No, I should shoot these battle sisters because in the event that I kill them, that takes you off that objective. All right, we're gonna shoot the red battle sisters with the other artillery tank. 8 shots. Didn't move, and we are not going over dense.
I wonder if the time may be the sisters way out of this game.
So hitting on 2s. And wounding on 2s.
The alpha strike from Valdor so far has been
so 3
pretty brutal.
So one guy.
Alright. That is everyone shooting.
So I'll get 2 miracles there. One for losing my Canoness, and one for killing a Martyr Lady unit. I got a 1 and a 5.
Alright, Samael is going to charge.
We do still have the Retributors in reserve for the sisters. I'm just wondering where Doots can target where he gets out of this situation. I mean, maybe if they pop in on this flank and they efficiently kill this Arcus and these Terminators, they can start fighting over this objective. But I don't know what holds this one anymore. There's no there's no meat remaining in this
Terminators are
in this flank. There's no units. Everything's a fragile character now. I mentioned at the top that I thought it would be difficult for Valdor to extricate these characters from their units, but man, has that not been the case. Valdor has kind of put on a show of how to dismantle a Sisters army. Very methodically dismantle a Sisters army.
Can I half an inch it? That's the question.
Yeah, so Valdor now trying to get Samael.
I think I'm just gonna have to do it with the consolidate.
The inside the 3 inches for the bodyguard.
So we're just gonna go like this.
You can probably get a guy behind me, right? You got like 8 inches to go.
No, I want to go this way.
Oh.
So this guy can go up here. This guy can half an inch. 0.4. So we'll just position this guy halfway in between.
That's good.
And this guy's within. Needs to be within 1. Yep. Okay. Or I guess this guy could be within half an inch of this guy. Actually, we'll roll him around this way. Consolidate onto that point. I want to consolidate this way. I'd only be able to screen this guy. Or I could attack these and consolidate left. Repentia are definitely more dangerous, though. Alright, we'll attack the Repentia first. Oh, let me see if I'm going to charge with anything else. Yeah, let's charge with the Talon Master as well. Talon Master will charge the Zephyrin.
Okay.
So.
That should allow Valdor to get his Talon Master also within range of the bodyguards. Really hedging his bets here, trying to make
Alright,
it
so
impossible
let's
for Doots to
start
score any points
with
for Assassinate to try
the
to claw
Deathwing
back in this game.
Terminators.
Okay.
They're going to put all their attacks into...
This turn's taken a while, but it certainly feels like a death blow, I think, that Valdor's trying to
Pinch.
just lay on his opponent and end them.
Let me do Thunderhammers first. So 3 and 3 is 6 plus 1 is 7. 7 Thunderhammer attacks. Hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s. And wounding on 2s. 4 at AP 2, I think it is. It doesn't matter. They're 3 damage each.
6s. You got a lightning claw guy coming after this?
Yeah.
Is it 2 lightning claws?
Yeah, so it's 5 attacks.
Alright, yeah, I'll just roll it. So I'll just reroll successes for feeling pains. Nope.
And then 5 lightning claw attacks. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s. And wounding on 3s, re-rolling everything.
Okay. So I'll get a miracle there.
Yeah.
It's a 2.
Alright. So what is the closest model?
Probably Zephyrin, huh?
Yeah. Oh, I screwed this up, didn't I? I was like, wait, I need to fight the Repentia first in case you interrupt, but now I can't pile in onto the point. Or consolidate.
Well, you're still gonna hold more than me, I think.
Alright, so in that case,
I think the goal is to go towards the characters. Yeah, I'm not sure what Valdor's
Mine's in the right spot, though.
Fushini, yeah, no comeback from Doots right now outside of Valdor timing out. I think it's looking like that.
Always done.
This has been sort of a hammer blow of a turn, killing. There's still obviously Doots isn't 100% out of the game, but it's really some miraculous stuff is going to happen.
Would you like to interrupt with yourself?
These Repentia.
No, I'm good.
I guess we'll do the Talon Master.
I mean,
now,
maybe
so
they
he gets,
string and hit like all these units, and then somehow
attacks,
don't die, and then double fight and
hitting
kill
on
everything
2s
over
with
here.
full rerolls, wounding on 3s, 3 saves on your invul,
And then the Seraphim and the Retributors have to deal a miraculous amount of damage.
And he is now closest to...
But we'll see. Doots is definitely never one to give up. And we'll see how much damage he's able to swing back in. I'd say... JX Call, thanks for following. I appreciate it. It certainly feels like Valdor is absolutely in the driver's seat and probably like an 80% or a 90%er to win this game from this position. We'll know one more at the end of Doots' turn, but I think it's unlikely that he's going to be able to stage a comeback.
You can move towards the bikes, right? The Black Knights?
Yeah, that's what he's going to do.
I just noticed I'm on Twitch and not YouTube. We have only been streaming for a week, I think.
Pretty much only
this is like day 9 or something.
That threatens him, I think.
We're pretty new to Twitch so far.
All right,
it's been a good time. We're almost at 500 followers already. We got some subs coming in, which I really appreciate. Everybody who's dropping their Twitch Prime subs.
I'm turning it back over to you.
And yeah, nothing there.
And I really like all the cool tools that Twitch has. We got a soundboard open.
2 banners.
Y'all can drop sound alerts onto the stream, which is my favorite thing. They're all Dawn of War sound bites.
Now I have to play really fast.
All right, we're back to Deuce's turn. He does still...
I think the game is going to force you to do that.
He's only scoring 5 points, yeah.
Let's see. All right, does my Rhino heal itself? Nope. Okay, I think I just try to be annoying.
How did my second turn take longer than my first turn? I don't know.
Okay, they're gonna get out. They're gonna run up here.
So Doots might be Doots might be angling to string between these two of you these units and kill both of them.
Oh, these guys don't have OBSEC, but they're probably about to. That also is probably about to move on to this objective.
Yeah. That's the idea. Go there. Rhino goes 3. Ooh, they're doing that thing. Alright, what am I doing with my life? My only hope is to kill this and then kill that. Not with an 18, but I can get with an 18 here.
So maybe angling for more of a defensive placement from the Retributors to benefit from Junith. I'm just trying to knock out bikes. I feel so bad though. The big downside here for Doots is like as soon as 2 or 3 Retributors die, like both of these Sicarans just wipe these characters out. Just start picking them up.
Doesn't really have a job anymore.
It's gonna be bloody.
These guys will stay back. Just want to be sure I can see these.
I wonder if you couldn't have dropped them in the corner and stratted to hit the Arcus, and if you kill it, you can hit the Tech. Oh no, I guess you couldn't have. You'd have to come in way closer.
At this point.
Yeah, you'd have to come in over here. Yeah, maybe that might not have been the play.
I have got to get better at time management. I'm so bad.
Okay, they're gonna go there.
Regretting all of his life decisions.
What do I want?
I have noticed, I think that may be a Space Marine issue. Space Marines have like a sort of high volume of stupid attacks that they make. Just like, oh, this guy's going to shoot a Storm Bolter, and this guy's going to shoot a pistol, and everyone's got different weapon profiles, so you can't fast right them. And I think that's very much a Space Marine issue. But it also doesn't take too long to resolve.
Can't do anything to him. So I need to try to kill Black Knights. So we will have Inferno Pistol Seraphim come over here.
Inferno's aiming at knights. I guess if he kills the knights, it opens the Talon Master and the Apothecary to get hit because they are not within the bodyguard
so they'll
aura.
shoot as they come down.
So that may be the plan here. We do have an Armor Indominus on the
we're
Apothecary,
put
so Doots has to get really lucky to kill those characters, but that is one way he'll get some points back.
Sure. They have 5-up invols because they have Jink. Yeah.
3 hits, leaning on 3s.
Oh.
Just one.
All right. Shot goes
you
through.
get a Philippine, so I'll use a Miracle 4 for the damage.
He had a 5 available. I almost. Well, you need to make 2 of these.
Oh,
all right. Well, it looks like the characters are targetable now.
Just for good measure.
So the Retributors may be able to pick some of them up.
3 wounds, AP1.
4s. Fine.
Pretty heads-up play from Doots here. It's going to be able to at least bloody Valdor's nose with this counter swing.
I'm not worried about that. Maybe we just try and get a banner.
Maybe angling for a miracle charge out of deep
We're just
strike
looking at a banner over here.
to stop some of these units from shooting. These hand flamer seraphim aren't going to do that much, and especially since a lot of these Space Marines have models in cover, you can't even really come in and expect to burn down a couple incursors. They're just going to make 2-up saves against it. Or I guess 3-up because they are Bloody Rose.
Oh, I forgot to move my Inquisitor. Mind if I do that real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
He's just gonna. Does he want to kill those? He probably fails. Oh, yeah. He's just gonna run back here. That's fine. Okay, shooting. Let's do Battle Sisters into Incursors.
Sure.
In on 3s. Moving on 4s. That was a good roll. No AP. Okay, the Rhino will shoot him. A Valdor Tormenta. 2 wounds, no AP. Okay. Throw some bolt pistols into. Just going to Black Knights, I guess. 6.
Oh, not the Meltas?
Yeah, they'll be out of range. I just get the extra range from the strat. Oh, nice. Nothing. They did a banner, so looking at retributes. Alright, so we're gonna put go 3 into the Apothecary and 1 into the Talon Master.
Okay, I'm gonna give.
Let's see, hold on, we probably gonna spin the strat here. Couldn't quite get 18 on this guy.
I might have been muted there, chat, but launch up the Doots did have the
I could kill
smashing
Deathwing
cannoness,
Terminators, but then I don't
but
get any
I think she died
points.
to heavy bolters, so she is long gone.
So I'm just not gonna worry about the strat.
So it's 1 into the Talon Master and 3 into the Apothecary?
Yep.
Okay, I will spend 1 CP to give the Talon Master a 4-up invul.
Okay. So into the Apothecary with 3. 3s, reroll the 1s.
Oh yeah, Valdor may just not have added up.
And then
Technically,
3s.
it's an end game.
So 4 saves.
I will
score,
also
so you score
now
at the end
activate
is
his
probably how the
Armor
players are
Dominus
going to do
to
it,
give him a 3-up save.
or they'll
Sure.
tally it at the end of this round.
Alright, the 1 going into the Talon Master. 2 hits. 1 wound. Goes through.
I guess it can't kill it yet.
No, not yet.
So we'll just let it go through.
Alright, I'll use a Miracle 6.
Okay.
Gonna pop the first Cherub, and we'll just put it in the Talon Master.
Yep.
Missed. Pop the second Cherub. Reroll the 1s. 3s. Reroll the 1s. 2.
Now I will spend the CP to try and reroll this 3 into a 4.
Sure.
Ooh, he makes his
Yeah.
saves.
Okay.
Lucky Duck Talon Master.
That
Retributor's
is
Bounce.
all that. I don't have any shooting. So charges. The Repentia are going to charge Assault Intercessors.
Yep. Now I don't have CP, so I don't need to worry about spending them, which is good. I don't have time to spend them.
Come up to here. A little too far. Just gonna kind of move a little bit less. I gotta move around, guys, a little bit. All right, the Rhino will charge Incursors. There's 8. So I'll base that guy, and then that doesn't really matter. That's fine. Okay. Anything else I want to do? Not really. So we'll just go with Repentia.
Yep.
So I got 9 there, 3 attacks, the 27.
They're probably very good.
4 Skrill. These explode, and then 3s. So 15.
I wonder if
4
Doots
to
could
damage.
have
3 times over.
just hit both of those squads and killed both of them. This felt
Yeah,
a
broke
little
the banner,
bit
yay.
safe. And all he needs to do if he kills
Rhino
them
into
is touch
Incursors.
the flag with
Yeah, it is.
anything.
So 2 attacks because it's Bloody Rose. Missed.
I'm gonna start
And-
piling into your Rhino preemptively.
Yeah,
Save
it's your
myself
turn,
time.
anyways.
Okay, 4 of them can attack.
Mhm.
3 attacks each plus 1 is 13. Hitting on 2s. And wounding on 5s. 4.
I'm gonna keep Valdor honest here.
AP 1, right?
Yes.
So 2 go through. 1 left. All right. So I'll get Miracle Dice for killing. It's a 1. And that's it for me. Gauge for 2.
Alright, when you're done, click your time and click the command phase.
You're good.
Alright, start of my turn. 1 for banners. Did I grind? I think I did.
Yeah, definitely killed like 7 things.
Why
Alright.
does it say investigate
Well,
site?
that was a valiant effort from Doots, but it doesn't feel like that was quite enough damage. He was able to put a ton of banners on the table, but his army is just
I
open
hold 1, so
to
just
being
5.
ravaged by his
Okay,
death,
speedy,
by
speedy,
these Dark
speedy.
Angels.
Command phase.
And Doots
This
is really
stuff
only
goes
able to
on
kill
this
troops,
guy.
which doesn't really help.
That guy's gonna stay still. This guy's gonna. I'm just gonna roll him onto the objective now.
Yep.
Other command phase stuff. Full rerolls will go to the Black Knights. Probably. No, we'll put it on the Talon Master. Where's my dice? Whatever, it's on the Talon Master.
Mm-hmm.
And is
Sure.
there anything else? No. Okay. Movement phase. That guy already moved. That guy's not moving. This Tech Marine is gonna move up. Does it need? I guess he might as well. Move up to be in range to shoot these guys.
I'm gonna pause the game real quick. I gotta take a step away for a second.
Yep, go for it. I can think about my turn.
Yep.
Alright, what am I gonna do? This guy is gonna move this way and then charge these guys, hopefully. Yeah. These guys are gonna go into Repentia. These guys are gonna pistol that and then charge the Battle Sisters. These guys are gonna go this way and kill these guys. These guys are gonna go this way and kill. Actually, no. These guys need to go this way and kill these guys, and then these guys also need to go this way and kill these guys. These guys need to go. Everything goes this way. So everything here is going this way. These guys are gonna go.
Okay, I'm back. I'm gonna start your time again.
All right. Those guys are locked in combat. These Terminators are gonna scooch over here to engage these Repentia.
And I don't know if Trevi cares or not, but I don't really care all the time. That's fine.
I think Trevi does care.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, we'll have plenty of time to finish the game.
well, I'm just gonna speedy as much as I can. Good practice. For times when it does matter. Right. So this bike is gonna go.
I would like to step away at some
way.
point, so hopefully the players can
So
play at a
4 and
reasonable
then.
pace.
Come on. Those guys are all gonna deal with the Repentia. These guys are gonna go this way. I think we just did the count on killing everything. I guess they can move up and hug this guy. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna advance these Terminators.
Okay.
4, so that I can position them better. We're just gonna count on shooting to kill those. So that guy, this guy can move up here, and this guy can move up here.
A little bit further over.
Yeah,
you're good there. Cool.
We're pushing these guys this way. Same thing with these guys.
This reminds me of the scene from Monty Python and the Holy Grail where he thinks he finds the grail in the castle full of those chicks.
Ah, yes.
And kind of all these squishy ladies over here. Sorry, I'm distracting you.
Attack bike goes there. No, it's okay. It's still, we're still friends. It's not like. Okay, so that moved. Alright, so that's all my movement in 4 minutes. Okay. Shooting phase. Things that only have one choice. Pistols into the tank.
Okay.
5 pistols into the tank. Oh, I will go into. I didn't say it, but I. Oh, I guess I want to stay. I'll stay in tact doctrine. It's fine. Okay. Whatever. Pistols into the tank.
Right.
Yeah, because I want that guy to have extra AP. Pistols into the tank. Not rerolling, so that's 4 hits. Wounding on 5s.
Yep.
No wounds. This guy into the Repentia. 2 shots. 3s. And 2s. 1 save on the Repentia.
Fails. Plasma, right?
Yep.
No, fails anyways.
Well, it's only 1 damage, but
yeah,
because I don't overcharge. Alright. How many Repentia do I? Well, things that only have 1 choice. This tank. What can we drill with this tank? Oh, Tech Marine. Tech Marine's gonna unload into the Seraphim. He'll shoot his pistol. Grav pistol. Hits. Wounds. It does a bunch of AP.
Bunch of invul. Yep. Nope. You got it.
And then his Forge Bolter. Hits. Only one.
I'll be honest, chat. I just played 2
so.
games with Primaris Tech Marines. I forgot that they had a Grav pistol on their program.
Alright.
What a badass unit that is.
Shit. 3 of them. Gotta go fast. Artillery into these Seraphim, and the other 9 heavy bolter shots into the Hospitaller. Oh no, the Hospitaller is screened. Never mind, can't do that yet.
Yeah.
9 heavy bolter. No, I don't want to do that. Go over here first then. Yeah, do it this way. 9 heavy bolter shots into the Retributors, and artillery into the Seraphim.
Okay.
Artillery into the Seraphim. 5 shots. 2s, because we didn't move. And 2s again. 2s again. 3 saves
right.
-1. 3 saves.
So saved 1, so I'm gonna have 1 left there. So 2 die. I'll keep the spear.
Okay, and then 9 into the Hospitaller. Oh no, it has to be the rest. You're right, rest, Retributors. 3s.
Yep.
And then 3s again. 2 at AP1, which you ignore probably.
Ignore the AP, 3s. 1's gonna go through. I'll take the simulacrum out.
Alright, let's put 4 plasma shots into the Seraphim.
Okay.
3s. Rerolling 1s. Nope. And 2s. 2 saves.
First one. I will spend a CP, discard a 1, bump that up to a 5, and then I'll miracle 5 the last save.
Okay. What is the most efficient? Gotta kill that. Go. Alright. These guys have Inferno pistols. Bother. Alright, so we'll put everything from the Talon Master, who has the full rerolls, into these guys with the Inferno pistols.
Okay.
Let's not take any chances. 10, 2. So here's the 1 damage guns. 2s. And then 2s again. Except I rerolled, but doesn't matter. It's okay, just go. 1 AP.
1 AP, so 4 die. Just gonna keep Inferno pistol.
And then 6, 2s, and then 3s. 4 more at AP1.
Dead.
Artillery 10. No. Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes. No.
You can do it, Valdor. I believe in you.
Yeah, I gotta take this guy out. Artillery tank
in the chat. How's it going?
No, that's dumb.
Down to 13
Samael
minutes.
will shoot his.
What are we doing here, buddy? Come on.
8 bolter shots into the Seraphim, and he'll shoot his plasma into the Retributors.
Okay.
12 minutes. Okay. 8 into the Seraphim. 7 hits. 2 wounds. 1 AP.
Got her.
And then plasma into the Tributors. 3 shots. 2s, and then 2s again.
Yeah, big cheer.
Force.
2 saves on your invul.
2 dead. So I'll take
Thanks for
spear.
the cheer.
And
We're giving recon.
Apothecary will put his plasma into the Tributors. 1 hit. 1 wound.
4. I'll CP reroll. Nope.
Okay. Junus is screened. So, which one of these characters has invuls? Any of them?
They all have the 4 up until the Imagifier's dead, or Junith is dead.
All right.
Missionary has a 4 up. Inquisitor has a 5.
We'll put all the multi-meltas into the
It does look
Imagine
like a bit of
Fire,
a
and we'll
lewd
put
unicorn.
Actually, some of these
She
guys
is behind Obscuring, though.
Looks like kind of a lollipop, if you
Oh,
know
sorry,
what I mean.
I'm at the Hospitaller.
Hospital. Okay.
Some of them can see Junith, actually, yeah? Actually,
Sure.
they can see Junith. Alright, so let's do it this way. Let's put all the multi-meltas into Junith, and let's put all the bolter shots into the Hospitaller.
Okay.
So 6 meltas into Junith.
-1.
-1 to hit, so hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s. And wounding on 2s. 5
Keep that in mind.
saves.
Don't lick the unicorn. That's a
2 go
good.
through.
That's good life advice, I think. Just don't lick the unicorns.
Yeah.
It's a good douche. Does she blow? Nope.
And 8
Chad, if you have any
shots
questions for the players, go ahead and start
into,
putting them in there. I don't know if this game is going to be over.
Whatever that thing is,
Dollar.
the Hospitaller.
Super quickly, but
hitting on
we
4s,
are aiming at the end, it
rerolling
looks like,
1s.
as an
And what is her
unending
toughness?
tide
3?
of Dark Angels
T3, yeah.
crushes these poor sororitas.
3 wounds, 1 AP.
Alright, so get to ignore. So she takes 2.
Just got the artillery left. Let's put the artillery into
One of them shot, right?
Hospitaller. What?
Or am I
Both of
crazy?
them shot?
No, I said one of them shot, right?
Yeah, no, it's just the back one.
Gotcha.
Uh,
Devastator guy.
yeah, we'll put them into the retributors. I don't want them alive.
Mhm.
9 shots. Hitting on 3s because of the thing from the tech brain. And wounding on 2s. Come on. 5 at AP 2.
Ooh, one goes through.
That's okay. Alright, so that's everything there. Everything good. 9 minutes, okay. Charge phase. Champion is going to charge the Repentia. I think he shot. Pretty sure he did. I'm not worrying about it, though. 5, that should be enough. Yep. Terminator is going to charge the Repentia.
Mhm.
6. So it's locked in combat. Over here. Black Knights are going to charge these 3 units in the front. I don't know what they
Okay.
are, but I'm charging them. 9. Samael's gonna, I guess, just charge the Hospitaller.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I will probably re-roll that. Or I could also charge with this guy.
They advanced, right?
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Oh, and this banner is gone.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'll re-roll it. Nope. Doesn't get it. Down to 0 CP. That's everything. Fight phase.
Possibly steal. I don't.
Fight phase. So things that charged. We're gonna start with the Terminators.
Mhm.
Is that right?
Actually,
Yes.
I'm gonna intervene here real quick. 2. Okay.
Yes, it's fine. I'm not gonna worry about it. It is what it is.
Yeah.
I don't have time to think about it. Start with the Terminators for pension. Oh, you can't interrupt anyways, actually, so it doesn't
Yep.
matter. Terminators for... Actually, let's start with the Champion then. Champion gets 7 attacks on the charge for Imperium Sword. Hitting on 2s. Wounding on 2s. 5 saves on your invul.
Damage.
Damage each. 2 damage each.
Oh my god. Get in the box. Get in the box, please. Alright, so one guy survives, so 3 die.
Okay, 15 lightning claw attacks.
Mhm.
3s. And then 3s, re-rolling everything because of lightning claws. These are all 1 damage.
Yep, got him.
Okay, Black Knights
Hit
will
a miracle
put,
quick. So 1.
yeah, we'll do the Hospitaller. Black Knights will put all their attacks into the Hospitaller.
Okay.
3, 5, 7. 7 attacks. Wait, is that right? Yes, 3, 6, 7. Yes, correct. Hitting on 3s probably, and still in range to reroll, so rerolling 1s. 7 hits, and strength 5, so wounding on 3s. I don't think I'm rerolling, so 6 saves. These are 1 AP. And they're 2 damage each.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay, you can fight, but remember I have to still fight with my... Mind if I fight with... Oh wait,
Yeah,
go
yeah.
ahead. Act first.
Yeah, you can go with the incursors, that's fine. I'm not going to pick the rhino.
Okay, alright. 2, 2, 2, 2.
Torin, welcome.
2.
Welcome in.
I'll just do this
Yeah,
and then I'll hand it over to you.
Okay.
Valdor has been in the
2,
drive.
Pylon.
Have been concretely in the driver's
and
seat for most of the
roll
game.
11
The issue for him is that he's very low on time. He's down to 4
2s
minutes at the top of round 3,
and 5s.
or I guess bottom of his turn. He went first,
PP1.
so very quickly running out of time.
Good.
I don't know if that's going to be enough for Doots to pull the game
Ooh, I
back,
do.
but it
You
might
take.
be. Who knows?
1 mortal. I take.
Okay, kill this guy.
2 mortals.
Alright, and you can do your... I'm gonna flip it over to you. You can do the rest of your stuff.
Oh, alright. Let's take a
What
minute.
game
4
are you looking
minutes.
for?
Okay, I got 4
Breach
minutes for
Storm?
my next turn.
Breach Storm
Let's take a
models?
minute here.
Nice.
I might go make a sandwich real quick. Alright. Alright, so let's do the Inquisitor. We'll get him over here, because this could actually be kind of cool. He's going to get 4 attacks. Or 5, actually, because I have my Missionary still there.
What is the
Does
Dark
he get
Angel
that
vehicle
bonus?
on the far left?
Yeah, it's just any Imperium unit, pretty much. Let me
That
just
is
double
a
check.
Sikaran Arcus.
Actually, if it's
It's like
Ministorum.
the Sikaran chassis is
Oh no,
sort
he
of
doesn't
a
get it.
rapid
It's
attack
Ministorum or Astral.
MBT.
Okay, so he gets-
and the Arcus
five,
is
or
a fire
4
support, like indirect fire support variant that has
he
these
gets on 3s.
cool indirect missile launchers on it.
And he always wounds on 2s. So 4.
They're
at
a
AP3.
Forge World model for 40k.
Yeah, so this guy within 6. So just 4. It's 1 damage or 2 damage?
It'll be D3.
I think they've been
so they're all
they've
gonna
been
go
around for a
through.
while. They just haven't always
Okay.
been very good.
Invul, so
But they're they're in
total
Forge
it up,
World, so they're
and then
not
I'll
So
super
first one
commonly
is
seen.
3. You get a Feel No Pain, right?
I guess that's true. Fair enough.
Could roll very bad.
Dead.
Okay. And
Now
the
you can
last
just roll
guy takes 3, 4, 5 damage.
All right.
Perfect.
Okay. Hey, my objective. Go, Inquisitor. You man, you.
It's a
Alright.
biocorrosive poison. for you.
These guys don't get to do anything. And I think that's it. I'll take morale on my blue sisters.
Yep.
They're fine on a 2. Retributor, I'll use a Miracle 1 to pass their morale.
How many
And I think
characters?
that's it.
3. Yeah. Let me give this turn back to you, so you get your command point.
Howie 249, thanks for following.
Uh,
I appreciate it.
So I will get 10 and 2 banners. Okay. I think if I was a real asshole, I could probably clock you and maybe win, but that's stupid. So we're not going to do that. Alright, this dude is covered.
Well, I managed to take my last turn in only 5 minutes, so I'm pretty sure I could do my next turn at least.
That's true. That's true.
I did not have time for round 5, however.
Yeah, Valdor is at the
Round
point,
5,
I
I'm
think,
doing
where he
nothing.
can just hit the clock and say go.
Okay,
He has to make any attack, any melee
I
attacks he
think
makes,
blue
but
just moves back here
otherwise he might just be able to hang out.
and raises a banner that will mean nothing, probably. Red's gonna stay there. Inquisitor. Samuel's he's a bike, right? So he's not a vehicle.
Correct.
Okay, so I'm gonna get to where I can smite him. A multi-melta.
He's untargetable because of the bodyguard.
Yeah, I guess I'll smite him though, right?
Yeah, you can
Just
shoot
can't
the,
target you with ranged attacks. I can shoot the apothecary.
You can shoot
Maybe.
the apothecary is screened by the attack bites now.
Oh, you got your third one back. Yep, totally.
Yeah.
Apothecary, so dumb.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter what I do with these.
I just
Guys
built
gonna come
myself a
back.
screening unit, everybody. It's fine.
Here.
God, I need to practice on the clock more. I'm not good at it. It's not that I go into the tank, it's just that I lose track of time and then it gets away from me.
Mm. It is a skill, I think, working on a clock.
Yeah.
I'm
If
pretty
I ever
bad
get
at
to the
it.
point where I'm
I
playing in
just forget
person. Yeah.
Well, I think best case scenario, my Retributor kills 2 bikes and then you heroic intervene into my Inquisitor, so I think we're just not going to do that. So we're just going to come stand on the objective. And yep, so I will smite Samuel.
Sure.
It's a super. Let's go.
Hey, big smite for 5.
5
Take
damage. Look at this guy. What a maniac.
that. Dude, do you think we can kill
Let me
Samuel
get my
with this
miracle
guy?
for the turn.
Oh, actually, he does get feel no pains though.
Okay.
So does he get any
Save the
6s?
miracle. It's a 2.
No, he doesn't get any 6s. He still takes the 5.
Oh no, I don't get my miracle on my turn because my house collar set. There we go. That's why I didn't do it. All right. So he's untargetable, so none of this really matters. Not gonna worry about it. Battle Sisters raised a banner because it's fun and cool. So Inquisitor is just gonna charge Samuel.
Sure.
If he kills Samuel, this guy will be my hero. Can I get within an inch to be on the objective? I can. Cool.
It's definitely possible.
Uh,
You just need to connect with enough attacks.
yeah.
All
right.
right.
He doesn't ignore invuls though, does he? No.
He does not. No.
So actually, probably not. It's a little
I
bit.
could get lucky and kill you with one, but we'll see.
I was thinking of the Xenophase thing from.
I guess if I was smart, I would move these up here to get engaged, but it doesn't matter. Alright, so he's gonna get 4. Hitting on 3s. I'm gonna CP one of them. Because why not? And I'm gonna wound you on 2s. 3 saves.
4 ups.
Look
Lives
at
on
him
1.
go. It's D3.
Oh. Oops.
Oh, Samuel about to get
2d3
bonus.
damage for 4 damage.
Uh-oh.
Come on.
Yep.
Yeah, look at him go.
Samuel
What a
killed in
maniac.
melee by the Inquisitor.
Right.
What a boss that guy is.
That's assassinate. No engage. And I will
Amazing.
Pass it over. You ready?
As ready as I'll be. All right.
Here it comes.
Purple dice. Purple dice goes on this tank.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. We're in an assault doctrine now.
Mhm.
Any other command phase? Samuel's dead. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Going on movement phase. These guys move up onto this objective to take it away from you.
No, my banner. I worked so hard on it.
These guys will move up.
Yeah, again to the point that, unfortunately, even if Valdor times out
They're
this
gonna
point,
fail
I
to
don't think Doots physically has
they're
the
not
beef to
actually
take
gonna
him off
charge
of
and
his
raise a banner.
objectives.
Oh.
So he'll just
They're gonna
score
raise a banner on
passively.
this one. This back one. This
Okay.
guy's gonna advance somewhere. He's gonna go this way. This Tech Marine is gonna move not far enough to raise a banner. I guess you might as well advance then. Tech Marine will advance. 1 more inch.
I got a miracle for battle round real quick. It's a 2.
These Terminators are gonna move up.
We're getting Recon going ham in the chat over here. Discovering every command that exists. I don't even know what I even do, to be honest.
These guys are gonna move up. This guy is gonna fly over to the middle. This guy is gonna go over here. This guy advanced. These guys moved. These guys moved. These guys moved. This guy can move. Nope, he's gonna stay still because that way he ignores the penalties for -1. He
Banner?
also. What? No, I can't do banner anymore.
Okay.
This guy advanced and.
Gotcha.
These guys don't want to charge. Okay, so shooting phase. 8 shots into those guys.
Mhm.
3s. Come on. And then 3s again. 6, no AP.
If dudes can snipe all the
2
characters
die.
after a timeout, maybe.
Okay. Tech Marine can only probably shoot this.
He
shoot
has
a bunch of things. Tech Marine will
9
shoot
up
the
for
Stoic guy.
grabs, or I guess he could max assassinate potentially, so that would be 15, or that would be an additional
3
12 bringing him
shots
to
hitting on
48.
3s.
And he's gonna score
Wounding on 3s.
probably only 5
1
primary
save.
for the rest of the game. So that would be
Very good.
58, and he has to beat the passive 10 to 15 primary that Valdor is gonna score next turn. I don't even think that does it.
Got just decide.
1 minute, 6 seconds.
12 shots into the Inquisitor, 5 heavy bolter shots into the Stoic guy.
Okay.
12 shots into the Inquisitor. 2s.
T3.
2s again.
AP.
One of those 1s does not
Yeah.
count.
What's AP?
AP 1.
Okay, so I die.
Well, there goes
Into the
Inquisitor.
Stoic guy. 6 shots, 3s,
-1 hit, yep.
and then 3s again.
Or no, you're on it. Never mind. I guess you would have hit on 2s. That's fine.
Okay. Well, whatever. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Just go.
I fail both.
Yeah.
Those are heavy bolters, right?
All right. All the storm bolters into the retributor. All the multi-multis into the missionary.
Okay. 5, 4.
I'm actually not looking at it, so I don't know what it's at.
That's time.
Oh,
That's
bother.
alright. Yeah, keep going.
I guess I
Unless
need to
Trevi-
finish resolving
unless-
this.
Yeah.
So that's 8
This is
hits,
attack ranks. Yeah, you're hitting on 3s.
and then
You gotta clink the
5
link to
wounds
go
on
to the
the
giveaway.
retributor.
Wargaming Recon.
You got her.
It's run on a different site.
And then into the missionary, we've got 6 meltas. 3s, and then 2s. 3 saves.
Yeah, I can't use miracles here. Nope, he's dead.
Okay. Do you want me to roll my artillery onto the. I'll just roll all the artillery and then I'll.
Yeah, just go for it. We're almost done.
This is none of the artillery's shot yet, right? No.
No.
All right, we're just gonna roll it all together. Fuck it.
I got 5 sisters on the board.
4, 10, 13. This is both of them.
Okay.
2s.
I'm gonna assume you split these into one in each squad. That's fine.
All right, chat.
Because
Do you
there's
have
still
a?
one sister. I guess you
if
can
anybody
charge
has
her.
any
I'm gonna
comments
charge
for
the other
players?
one. I'm gonna charge the other one, but I guess I
Gotcha.
can't because
Yeah.
I've not had time. But I'm shooting this squad in the
Yeah,
back. So 9 saves, 1 AP. Other squad in the back.
I'm not gonna catch you on one sister. All right, so 9 saves. I'm in cover. Oh no, we're dead.
And then I charge that sister.
Yep.
Assuming you're allowing me to, because I clocked
Yeah,
out.
of course.
8.
Valdor gets about 10 seconds to do this.
See
before I
how
stop.
hard she dies.
3 each
I
plus
can
1.
manipulate 1 save.
13 attacks, hitting on 3s. And wounding on 3s. AP2 now.
2, yeah. Are these in cursors? Oh yeah. Okay. So we're dead. Good game,
We
dude.
did it. We got to the end, everybody.
Gotta get better at time. So bad. I took so long. I was so good on the first turn. I was like so disciplined, and then I blew it on the second turn. I took like forever. I like tried to look up a thing, and computer slowed down. And...
Yeah, it was the trying to like get the Talon Master and stuff into the unshootable aura.
Yeah, I mean he almost died. I'm surprised he didn't.
Almost got
Honestly,
Yeah, that was really bad.
he's very susceptible to getting picked up by anti-tank weapons if he's not screened.
Mhm.
He's got 8 wounds, but that only goes so far.
Glad it didn't pop the strat, because then he would have been on 1 wound, and then I would have been way angry.
Well, now we know what character to play if we want Valdor to lose every time.
Like
So,
The Inquisitor with the poison sword.
Sergeant Cronus.
Sergeant Cronus.
Yeah.
It's a little Greek joke for you there, Greek mythology joke. Hope everybody enjoyed that.
Not a technomancer.
Yeah, Chronomancer. That's a good one too.
Right.
Yeah. I'm picking it up. I like it. It's because Cronus was the Titan who was in charge of time. He's the time guy.
Yeah.
We're chronometer and chronology and
that's why
chronograph.
So good job, Dark Angels. They did okay.
That was a little.
So what do people think of the Arcus? I think the Arcus is secret tech.
I hate the Arcus. It's gross. It should be like 500 points.
I mean, it's Scorpius, but it's not bad.
I think if it was 1 damage, it would be fine. But the 2 damage...
Yeah. And the fact that they can pack 3 heavy bolters to supplement, and it's fast, and it's harder to kill than a whirlwind.
Yeah. I guess the damage didn't really matter in this matchup. But
yeah,
I was kind of thinking to myself, like, man, I wish I had my 1,000 cents for this matchup. But I don't know, because this Arcuses just annihilate rubrics, too.
Yeah, the Arcus is base 175 plus the bolters, right? So they're like 200 something.
The bolters are 30, so they're 200. They're 200, I think, or 205. They're basically 200 points. You can put a hunter killer on them. I probably should have put a hunter killer instead of the stupid Jawa, but whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
They can take a hunter killer as well, which is nice. They're great tanks. I'm very happy with them.
I don't think that's very expensive for like 14 wound T7 to up save indirect fire. I think that's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, with like +2 to hit, like 3 turns of Devastator.
What does a Thunderfire cannon cost now? Like 140 or something? Like,
oh, God.
And that's a lot worse.
Yeah.
And a whirlwind's like 130, 140. I don't know.
Yeah. What's the is it the cast Vengeance whirlwind is the one with the
but it does like half the damage.
Yeah.
It's
And
like
it's
2d3
easier to kill,
shots.
and it's slower, and it
2d3.
doesn't do any direct fire. Yeah.
Yeah, and it doesn't have. It doesn't
Yeah,
pack
one-
3 heavy bolters.
135. So for 50% more of the cost, you get basically the same profile, but like plus 40% damage, and you're harder to kill, and have more guns on you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I was in my head. I was comparing it to the Scorpius, and it's like, what, like 30 points less. You have a slightly worse indirect,
It's worth
but then you
it.
have 3 heavy bolters, 2 up armor save. You can move.
So basically, the way it works out is it's worse than a Scorpius, if the old Whirlwind Scorpius, if you can't draw line of sight to your target. But if you can bring your heavy bolters to bear, it's actually slightly better, I think, than the old. Well, pretty close to the old Scorpius, and it's a lot harder to kill, and it's cheaper. So it's
pretty good.
it's not as degenerate as the Scorpius. Like, it's not as like mono roll. Like the Scorpius just sits in the back and kills everything.
Yeah.
And the double activation means you can change targets, so obviously that's better. Like, they also cost a CP, which isn't nothing, right? That does add to their cost somewhat. I usually, for my purposes, count a CP as 20 points. So you could say they cost like 220, really. But
And you're definitely taking the Tech Marine, like if you're going for 2.
yeah, I don't always give him the trait to roll him back into Devastator, because against like Harlequins, the AP doesn't matter.
Yeah,
But in some
against
matchups,
me,
the AP is very important. So
yeah, because if I was just on 3-ups the whole game, it would have been. That's why.
And the
That's why
Primaris
I deployed here, actually, because even if I deployed in cover, I'm still gonna be on a 4-up, so I might as well be -1 to hit.
And the Primaris Tech Marine, I mean, he basically has, like, assuming he gets in range with his pistol, he has basically 4 damage, multi-damage strength 5 shots, like, which is not bad for a 80-point model, and he's actually really good in melee too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Tech Marine is pretty good.
the Primaris Tech Marine's probably, in my opinion, the coolest new unit from the Space Marine Codex.
Yeah, it's
He's
definitely interesting because he's not bringing anything particularly unique, right? Because the regular Tech Marines just also do the same thing, but he pulls dual roll because he can also just hit a thing with his axe, and he does that pretty good.
Yeah, he's substantially better in melee than a old Tech Marine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his range is better. His range damage is better too. Like, even if you put like a Combi Melta on a old Tech Marine, it's probably, I mean, it's probably a little bit better on the old Tech Marine, but not by a lot. I did not think I was going to table you, I will say that. But I did tell someone before that, like, I thought my chances were a lot better if I went first, which, you know.
Wow.
That's what happens on Long
That
Table
is a
Legend of
hot-
Deployment.
That is a hot take for 9th edition 40k.
No way. Yeah, Dark Angels are just a really tough nut to crack for sisters. I think Dark Angels and Custodes are probably the 2 armies I just do not want to see. Because the quality 4-ups and then the, like in your case specifically, the Arcuses are just so good against me. The
Yeah,
Arcuses, whatever you want to archive.
I think occasionally in some lists I'll only take 1 plus no Tech Marine and just leave it in the back by itself. If you want more points for other stuff, but I think even just 1 is pretty good. It can sort of take care of itself.
Yeah.
And if they charge it, they don't necessarily kill it, and then it shoots them in melee 9 times with heavy bolters. And it effectively ignores the -1 to hit because it doesn't move because it's engaged in melee, right? So like, it can clean up stuff that's engaged it too. Like, it's not like a Whirlwind Scorpius. If it gets tagged, it's just hopeless. Like, it doesn't do anything, right? Maybe it has a Storm Bolter, but like, it has no hope of clearing off the stuff that's tagged it. So like, it falls back and then it gets tagged again, and then you just never do anything.
Yeah.
Whereas the Arcus can use its heavy bolters to clear off the stuff that's tagging it pretty effectively.
Yeah. And as Dark Angels, they're going to be hitting on 3s at the least.
Yeah, 3s because of the heavy, -1 from the heavy, but +1 because you didn't move. So
But
9 heavy bolter shots hitting on 3s
too.
Yeah.
No.
Right, that's the other thing. The Tech Marine. So what usually happens is the Tech Marine in maps where it's like more along your table edge, the tech marine will hang out with the tanks, and like if one of them gets engaged, he can like give the tank that's engaged +1 to hit, and then like come over and charge the people that are engaging it, and like that plus everything else can usually clear off, you know, whatever deep strikers.
Mhm.
I mean, your deep striking eradicators are still gonna pick them up, obviously, but deep striking eradicators pick up everything. Like this, you know.
Yeah.
You do get a 6-up save against erratic. I guess not in Tac Doctrine, but you have smoke launchers, so you can give them -1 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And they do have 14 wounds, so they need to put through like.
They are beefy. Yeah.
What is that, like four Melta hits, 5, something like that.
Yeah, with good rolls.
So.
Woof.
Yeah. And I basically the other thing I've noticed is this is actually the best game. This is the best the Black Knights have ever done for me, even though they all died. A lot of times I'm just like, why are they like? If they were 5 points cheaper, or if I could take chain swords and just save the points, I would. Like, I'd be much happier if they had the option to take a chain sword for free. But this game, they definitely were very, very good.
Yeah, I was expecting the Zephyrin to do a little bit more against them.
The fact that they have 3 wounds now.
Like, oh god.
They have 3 wounds now. The 5-up invul strat from Dark Angels.
Yeah.
The plasma is really good against T6, T3 obviously, and as you saw, it can trade up against the tank as well. If you get a little lucky. They're not plasma inceptors, you know, but
yeah,
they're a lot faster than plasma inceptors. Plasma inceptors, when they advance and shoot, they go like, what is it, like 14 inches? These guys go 20 inches and they advance and shoot. And when they attack in melee, they're hitting on strength 5 with 2 damage. So I wish they could take chain swords. They'd be so much better if you could just take chain swords on them, but whatever.
Well, look at them. They're all blinged out. They gotta have something better than a chainsword.
Yeah, but I have to. But I have to pay for the Corvus Hammer. The Corvus Hammer is not free. They either take fists or they take a Corvus Hammer, and the Corvus Hammer costs 5 points. Like, can't they just grab a combat like?
You're paying for free, baby. Come on now.
Yoink a combat knife from a scout or something. Like, come on, guys. Like, how hard is this?
Squirrel Squad, thanks for.
They don't ride into battle unless they got.
Thanks for.
Unless they got the
following.
finest gear.
Appreciate it.
I mean, they do have the sort of like winged hussar, like you know.
Yeah, like
I mean, the wings on the back are literally like copies of a wing from a winged hussar, Polish winged hussar, however you say it. I sort of imagine them like flapping as they go. They're not nearly. They look better in person than these janky TTS models.
More majestic.
Yeah, they don't look like zebras in real life.
Yeah.
Glowing feathers.
Yeah, the old super cool Halloween costume.
Did Chad have any questions, Trevi? Or
Chad did not have any questions. Longship Loft had a question, which was anyone for a round of combat patrol. So that is...
that's my other problem, is that when I think about playing a tournament in person and like having to play multiple games in the same day.
Oh yeah,
it's like
daunting.
It's daunting, yeah.
Are you playing in Death and Glory?
I mean, I could sign up for that to practice that skill, but I feel like I would just make myself miserable. I don't know.
It'd be okay.
Because it's three rounds in one day, right?
Yeah, it's just playing all the games in one go.
Ugh. I'll think about it.
It's not terrible. It's like a day 2 of a GT.
I mean, I used to play. I mean, not super competitively, but occasionally, semi-competitive Magic the Gathering, and like a 6-round tournament in Magic the Gathering does take like all day.
Yeah.
But it's like but you get more breaks because it's only like, you know, an hour per game or less.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's 6 games of 50 minutes instead of 3 games of 3 hours. Like it's
Yeah, I played 6 in a day for War Machine, and that's like almost. That's not that's it's much faster than 40k, but it's almost the 40k level sort of undertaking. But
that
You just gotta
sounds
drink water. Most people just forget to drink water, and
Yeah,
they just like they want to drink like energy drinks and stuff. And if you do that, like
you're gonna die.
you get that third game and you're just dead.
Yeah, I mean, I think most outside of RTTs because there's travel involved, but like GTs, 3 rounds in a day is like leisurely for the most part. Like taking a full day to play 3 games of 40k, it's like you get a lot of time. But if you have to drive there, that's usually, there's a lot of energy that takes.
And usually like break for lunch too.
Yeah.
So
yeah, because you get breaks is the other thing. It's like if you did it like back to back to back, it would be a lot harder than if you had breaks in between.
Yeah.
And I also think I'd like to think that I'd be faster in person than on TTS. I'm not certain.
Yeah, some stuff goes faster. I think movement just generally is easier in person. Like you never get weird auto raises and having to remeasure everything a million times. And you can like pick up whole squads of people, move them all at once like that. In person, a lot of times that's just faster.
I played the Thousand Suns like in a real game not too long ago, and I was like, I thought I was going to be like, about the same speed.
Yeah.
And I felt like I was going warp speed while I was playing. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, it's the stuff you don't notice, like not having like people on TTS will get upset if you don't measure every model in a squad, like when they move. But in a real space game, like all you need is the front guys for the most part. The guys on the outside and everyone else you can just shove around, and that saves you like a couple seconds every time you go to move. It adds up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, cool guys.
All right.
Yeah, thanks for playing.
I'm done with pods, I think, for the
Yeah, I mean, I
for
think
the
you're doing
year.
okay. So
Yeah. After this, I'm definitely done.
yeah. Well,
Continue to lose all my games in the Patreon pod. And
there you go. Yeah, just play janky dreadnoughts and stuff,
Just play Black Legion, bro.
Black
It's the
Legion.
moon. One of the moon.
Well, is there a boots on the ground rule in 9th edition? I don't think so.
I don't remember. I think there
Play
might be
mono-flyer.
something in GT, but I forget.
Anyways, I still remember the first game I played on stream. I was like, you're like, you're
I
gonna
was like,
put
you
a
should
unit
probably
on
put
the
a guard on
ground?
so you don't.
And I was like,
next
what?
time.
What now? What is this rule? Yeah. Anyways, all right. Well, thanks, Trevi. Thanks, dudes. That was a good game.
Yep. GG, man.
Yeah,
Well played.
cheers.
Yeah. All right. Later.
Later.
All right. See ya. Okay, thanks everybody. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream now. I'm gonna be live again in 12 hours for the CPCS Pod 1 Finals game. So come back here. I'll also be on the Alpha League podcast. Yes, the Alpha League podcast tomorrow as well. I don't know if they stream those or just upload them later, but I'm going to be on that. I think that's on the TTS, the TTS 40K main YouTube channel. So yeah, that's going to be cool. I'm going to be on their podcast. So thanks everybody for watching. Hope it was a good one. Valdor finally finished the game, so that was very nice of him. But we made it through, everyone. And I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one.